Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Varsity Sports Show, production of varsity football here at Central High School for a match between the number 17th national ranked Hamilton Huskies and the Brophy Broncos. Spencer Barton alongside Riley Garcia here. Riley, this is a highly anticipated matchup, two top 5 teams in the 6A division. What are you expecting out of this one tonight?
Well, this is definitely going to be a nail-biter. As we've seen, these teams have played last season, and it went towards Hamilton that time, which is probably one of the few games that there's ever been a blowout on either side, because when you go back and you look at the last 6 games, they are even 3-3 against each other.
Yeah, and obviously last year was one of the different stories, as you mentioned. 70-33 was the final score in that one. However, Brophy had 4 turnovers in that game. Obviously, Hamilton returns a lot of starters from last year, a lot of players from last year. Brophy, they lost a lot, but they also have a lot on the roster at the current moment. So it will be interesting to see how this one plays out. Obviously, Devin Fitzgerald, one of the notable names for Brophy, no longer here. He's off at Notre Dame.
I'm Riley Garcia here with Brophy head coach Jason Jewell. Coach, so you guys lost a lot of seniors in the offseason. How do you prepare to replace them going into a new season?
We lost a lot of really good players, but we returned a lot of really good players too. I'm not worried about the guys that are no longer here. I'm worried about the guys that we have. And our kids have done a fantastic job this offseason. We're as strong as we've ever been. We're as fast as we've ever been. We'll be just fine.
And then last season you guys lost in the quarterfinals to Chandler. And so how did you prepare in the offseason? What did you feel like you needed to work on?
So our goal has been to earn 2 more weeks. That was the mantra as soon as the season ended. We want to get to earn 2 more weeks and get to play at ASU. So that has been our goal. Every workout, every lift, every conditioning, every practice to get to ASU.
Thank you, Coach.
Thank you.
I'm Riley Garcia with the Varsity Sports Show.
Semifinals to Chandler, who were the runner-up to Basha, and we are underway. It's going to be a deep kick, and they'll just let it go into the end zone as Brophy, and
That'll be a touchback.
so we mentioned these two teams last year. Hamilton 11-1. They were 4-0 in the region in the 6A Fiesta. Brophy was 7-5 last year, 3-1 in the 6A Central. For Hamilton, they're ranked 2nd in 6A, 17th nationally according to Max Preps. And for Brophy, they are ranked number 5 in 6A division according to Max Preps. Leading out Brophy today is going to be number 4, Noah Stewart, in at quarterback. It's going to be under center.
One man in the backfield.
Hamilton brings pressure. No, he's going to roll out, and it's going to be incomplete. He was looking for number 18, Brady Powell, the tight end for the Broncos, and it'll bring up 2nd and 10.
You definitely saw the Huskies there. They sent pressure to start off the game. They do not want Brophy to get this high-powered offense going. Brophy knows how to get things done, and immediately Hamilton sending in 6 guys on that blitz.
Yeah, showing a lot of pressure. Obviously, Noah Stewart starting this season. They lost their senior quarterback last year due to graduation, obviously. So, new quarterback this season for Brophy. So, 2nd and 10 following the incompletion. Receiver going to go in motion. Brophy will hand it off, cuts back inside. Still going, and we'll get 8, maybe 9, just shy of the 30-yard line. And it'll bring up 3rd and short upcoming for Brophy.
He managed to find a hole right there to the offensive line. He just slipped through there on the right side.
That was Scout Kinkle, the running back for Brophy on the carry. They'll do a little quarterback sneak on 3rd and short. They're going to mark him right at the 30-yard line. We'll see where they spot the ball. Looks like he's just inches short of the line to gain, so it's going to be up 4th and inches for Brophy here on their opening series. So Noah Stewart, first series this season for leading Brophy. Fourth down and inches. Stewart in the gun. Powell gonna go in motion. And they'll hand it off to Kinkle, and it does not look like he's gonna get there. We're gonna wait to see the official spot.
No, I think he lost a yard there. They tried to run an inside zone.
He did not get it, and there it is, a turnover on downs to start this one, and that is huge as the Huskies now have great starting field position inside the Broncos' 30-yard line. So that is huge. So it will be 1st and 10 for Hamilton at the Bronco 29-yard line, and they're going to be led by number 8, Jack Scully. In last year's game, he was on fire through the air, throwing for 327 yards with 4 touchdowns, just 1 interception. We'll see how he does this season. He's got a lot of offers. 4.0 GPA. He's got offers from Arizona, Memphis, Southern Miss, and Texas Tech, a 3-star prospect here for the Huskies. He's going to start out in the gun. Shearer going to go in motion. Scully drops back, looks right, lets it go. It's going to be complete. And spin makes one guy miss, makes another one. Stiff arms the third. And we finally taken down for gain of round 2, maybe 3. That was complete by number 12, Hudson Cobes, the 6'1 senior. Oh, sorry, not Hudson Cobes. Correction, Christian Riley, the senior.
He definitely got a lot of fight there. And it's going to still be 2nd down and long.
So second and 8 here. So
that was a nice start for him so far.
So on 2nd and 8 here, Scully's going to hand it off here. He goes up the middle and immediately met and taken down at the 25. So it'll bring up 3rd down and 5 upcoming here for Hamilton. That was a run by number 4, Skylar Cole, another senior on this Husky team. 5'10", 196 pounds. He's got one offer currently as he's a part of the class of 2027 from NAU as it stands as he kicks off his senior season. Scully going to be in the gun. Riley going to go in motion.
Looks like the tight end in motion too.
Scully will drop back, lets it go, and it's going to be incomplete. Looks like a little behind. And right there to also break it up was number 8, Ezra Benjamin, and it's going to bring up 4th down for Hamilton. And for Brophy, this is exactly the kind of start you were hoping to get on your defensive side after getting turnover on downs inside your own 30 and giving Hamilton great starting field position.
Ezra Benjamin made a great read to get his hand in there and to break up the pass to the left side.
Preston Olston is the kicker, and he's going to let it. The field goal is up, and it is good. Wow, really.
It was starting to sink. It was starting to sink. Maybe for a second it could have fallen just short. Managed to sneak its way right through the goalpost.
Yeah, that looked close. A lot of fans here in the stands thought that was no good, but Hamilton opens up the scoring. They strike first, 3-0 with 9:10 left to go in the first quarter here at Ray Lang Field at Central High School. So Brophy goes turnover on downs. Hamilton obviously gets a field goal. Obviously not the start they were hoping. They were hoping to put the ball in the end zone. But we'll see what Brophy can do on their next timeout. We talked about Scully last year in this game. He only had 9 incompletions. He already has an early one on that opening drive. But we mentioned some of the seniors that Brophy lost, but also Hamilton's lost some players as well. Their leading rusher from their last game against Brophy, they was a senior, so he's no longer with them. But their leading rusher they bring back from that game was number 20, Roebuck. He had 101 yards on 10 carries. But we talk about what Hamilton did last year, 290 yards on the ground with 5 touchdowns and then 4 touchdowns through the air. Obviously, Brophy looking to change that this year. But quickly down 3-0 here in the opening 3 minutes of this one. We are back underway. They'll just let it go out of the back of the end zone, and it'll be at their own 20 once again.
Another touchback once again for Brophy. You know, speaking of which, when we did mention that Brophy had lost a lot of their good seniors, and they have a lot of good returning. I managed to talk with the head coach of Brophy before the game, and he did say, we lost a lot of good players, but we brought back a lot of good players.
You are right. They're looking to make a deeper run this year, not happy with losing in the quarterfinals, want that state championship. They'll come out for their second drive. Stewart's going to be in the gun, 1st and 10 at their own 20. Receiver going to go in motion. Stewart's going to hand it off. And Hamilton immediately making the stop. Gain of a couple on the play.
It's like a run right up the middle. Got a gain of a couple of yards. It's a good way to start off the drive. You know, I went back. When they lost in the quarterfinals, they lost to Chandler. Chandler also took down Hamilton in the semifinals. And Chandler would end up being the runner-ups as they lost in the finals. So
yeah, you are right. Chandler has a lot of talent. They are led by an Oregon commit in Will Mency. If any of you are watching, if you guys anybody watch high school football on ESPN, they will be on ESPN against Basha in a Open Division State title rematch. That will be on Saturday on ESPN, so be sure to watch that one as well. This is going to be 2nd down and 7 upcoming here for the Broncos. Stewart's going to be in the gun.
I think we got man coverage here on the left.
Stewart's going to drop back under pressure, rolling left. He's going to take off, and he's going to slide down. Takes a little bit of a shot when he was on the ground, but no flag coming. It's going to be 3rd down here for Brophy. But Stewart showing the athleticism here early on that on the second drive of the game.
You know, you definitely heard a lot of fans just kind of shouting there for a little bit, almost like they kind of wanted him to get rid of the ball, and he turned it upfield. Now it's going to be about 3rd and long, probably 3rd and 5. So about middle of the distance there to the 1st down.
Yeah, 3rd and 5 right for Brophy. They're going to go empty backfield with a 5 wide out set on 3rd and 5. Stewart all alone in the backfield.
Hamilton's backed up on defense.
Stewart going to drop back. He's going to go. He's going to take off. He's going to have the 1st down and more. He's across the 40. And he's taken down at the 41-yard line, and that's good enough for a Bronco 1st down. That was a run by number 4, Noah Stewart.
That's a good gain of about 16 yards for the 1st down. He took advantage of the fact that Hamilton backed up.
And they'll hand it off on 1st down, a little spin move.
He's going to go. He's going to take off. He's going to have the 1st down and more. He's across the 40.
Quickly for Brophy, but you are right. That good 16-yard pickup by Noah Stewart.
They were definitely ready for that run right up the middle there. Brophy's been doing a lot of inside handoffs, and Hamilton so far has managed to really stand up. Their defensive line has stood strong so far covering that. Now they just have to figure out how are they going to make sure to keep Brophy's offense from really going for it. We see that they can do it, and they will take advantage.
And there's a little bit of a flag. It's going to be it looks like it's going to be encroachment against Hamilton. We're going to wait for the official call.
Maybe a neutral zone infraction too.
Yeah, but it's going to be offsides against Hamilton. That's going to be a 5-yard penalty, and that actually benefits the Broncos. So now it's going to bring up 2nd and 4 after they gained 1 on 1st down. So now 2nd and 4 upcoming for the Broncos.
Yep, the 1st down line just past the 50 at the 49-yard line.
Just past 6.5 minutes left to go here in the 1st quarter. 3-0. Hamilton leads over the Brophy Broncos.
After going 3 and out or 4 and out on a turnover on downs, they got a 1st down, and we'll see if they can get another here.
2nd and 4. Stewart in the gun. Receiver going to go in motion.
Defensive line shifted there.
Stewart hands it off, and they'll go up the middle, and he's going to be stopped. Looks like they're going to mark him down around the 50-yard line, waiting for the official mark. They're going to mark him down at the 50, so it's going to bring up 3rd down and 1, so a gain of 3 on the play. That was Eli Price on the carry, so it brings up 3rd down and 1.
Managed to get a good 3 yards on that. Once again, Hamilton Huskies defense has stood strong on that defensive line. They shifted just a little bit right before that play.
I formation for Brophy. They'll hand it off to Price. He goes up the middle. He'll get the 1st down a little more. Needed 1. and gets three, maybe four on that one. It's going to bring up a first down for the Broncos. They're into Hamilton territory.
I think they tried to bring everybody there. I think they tried to really bring pressure, get back there quickly. He snuck right through a gap, right up the middle for that first down and a couple more yards.
A lot of running attack here early for the Broncos. So 1st and 10 at the Hamilton 47. Following the 3-yard carry by Eli Price. Timeout, Brophy. That's their first. They'll have 2 remaining here in the first half. 5 minutes left to go.
Hey everyone, my name is Sharat Huza and I'll be joining the Varsity Sports Show team this fall. I'm a film and television student at the University of Arizona, minoring in communication, and sports have always been a huge part of my life. From competing in triathlon to equestrian, I've always loved the competition, the stories, and everything that comes with sports. I'm super excited to bring that passion into media and share some great sports stories with you guys this fall.
Hello, my name is Andrew Meyer, and I am excited to be an intern at the Varsity Sports Show. I have a passion for sports storytelling, and I cannot wait to share some of the most exciting stories from around the sports world this fall. I am a senior at Arizona State University and currently working toward a degree in sports journalism with a long-term goal of working in sports media and broadcasting.
And we are back here at Ray Lang Field at Central High School. Spencer Barton, Riley Garcia here with you. Brophy on their second drive of the game after turning the ball over on downs to start the game. They gave up a field goal to Hamilton. It's 1st and 10 for the Broncos at the Hamilton 47.
I formation again.
Stewart's going to roll. Lets it go. It's going to be incomplete, just off the hands of a Hamilton defender tipping it. That was number 17. Jalen Lennon, the 5'11 junior, gets a hand on that one, and it's going to bring up second down here for Brophy.
Brophy tried to get the pass to Brady Powell, the tight end. Just could not get it over his hands. It got right there. Just got a piece of it.
Yeah, and Jalen Lennon able to get a hand in there. Fortunate for Brophy, though, to able to get the ball back because they could have been intercepted there. So now it's going to bring up second down and 10 following the incompletion.
That was a good play also by Lennon to be able to keep that from going. That would have been big down the sideline there.
Powell going to go in motion. Powell's going to hand it off to Price. Makes one defender miss in the backfield. And will turn it into positive yardage across the 45 and down around the 43. It's going to bring up 3rd and long here. 3rd and about 6 for Brophy.
A good gain of about 4 yards there for Price. This will definitely make 3rd down a whole lot easier. Brophy's been on 3rd down a lot this drive, especially last drive. They've been on 3rd down already twice. Let's see if they can convert another 3rd down.
Well, last time they were on 3rd down, Stewart used his legs. Then they run it up the middle on a 3rd and 1. We'll see what they have up their sleeve here. But Noah Stewart definitely able to run. That's something Hamilton will have to watch for on 3rd down. It's 3rd and 6 at Hamilton's 43. 4:07 left to go here in the opening quarter. It's going to be empty backfield, 5 wide out set.
Fans, if you can hear, that's...
Stewart's going to drop back. He's going to let it go across the middle. It's going to be intercepted. And that was intercepted by number 7, Mitchell Rayner, the outside linebacker for Hamilton. Rayner, a outside linebacker, middle linebacker in the class of 2028. This guy was a first-team All-6A Fiesta region with 2 picks last year and 100 tackles.
Stewart's going to drop back. He's going to let it go across the middle. It's going to be intercepted.
Pass right over the middle of the field.
And that was intercepted by number 7, Mitchell Rayner.
35-yard line.
So that will bring out the Huskies once again for their second drive of the game. They had a quick 3 plays, and then they ended up kicking a field goal. But a little bit about Mitchell Rayner. 100 tackles, 40 solo, 20 tackle for loss with those 2 picks. Like I said, he was first-team All-6A Fiesta region, one of the many star players on this Husky roster, and he showed exactly why there. Already has half his total here in the opening quarter. 3:51 left to go, 1st and 10 at their own 36. Scully in the gun. He's going to drop back, lets it Fires left side. It's going to be complete to Riley, and he's going to get it out of bounds near the 40-yard line.
Now he sent Christian Riley in motion along from the right to the left side. Managed to find just a little space. They took advantage of what looked like Brophy playing zone defense there. They kind of had everyone just backed up a little bit. Managed to just take advantage and find a little bit of open space there on the side. Was able to get one man to miss.
Yeah, he gets 3 on that one, so it's going to be 2nd and 7. Riley and Scully look like they've been able to find a connection early here to open up the season. Scully going to be in the gun. He's going to hand it off and tackled in the backfield for a loss. That was number 44 for Brophy, John Michael. Yeah, John Michael, the senior defenseman, coming up big on that one. And now it's going to be 3rd down and 11 for the Huskies, so they lose 4 on that one.
Scully going to be in the gun.
Through that line in a hurry.
He's going to hand it off and tackled in the backfield for a loss. That was number 44.
Into it here at Central High School.
Maybe 3rd and about 12.
Scully in the gun. Drop back here. And he's going to be under pressure. Has to get rid of it, and it's going to be incomplete. Looking for Riley on the play. Multiple Brophy defenders back there, and it's going to bring up 4th and 11, and out comes the punting unit for Hamilton.
Brophy managed to play good defense on the first drive by Hamilton to keep them to that field goal, especially going 3 and out. But now, to also keep them pinned back again, another 3 and out. This is going to be a punt.
Yeah, for Hamilton, if you're Brophy, this is really good by your defense. 2 straight 3 and outs. Obviously, you gave up the field goal after giving up good field position after the turnover on downs, and now you're forcing Hamilton to punt. And timeout by Brophy with 3:02 left to go here in the opening quarter. They'll have 1 remaining here with still a little over a quarter before halftime. A little surprised by that decision, Riley?
No, I think it's a good time to use a timeout. I don't think it's too surprising, at least. You managed to make a stop. Now you do have still 3 minutes left. And yeah, so I could agree with that timeout there.
All right, want to make sure you get it right here. Obviously, early first game of the season. Don't want to have anything happen. Obviously, only down by 3. We mentioned last year this score 70-33, but Brophy doing a really good job here in the opening quarter despite the offense turning the ball over twice.
Yeah, the turnover on downs and then the interception there, but Brophy's defense stood up, and depending on how this punt goes, could be great field position for Brophy's offense to maybe get something going here. Or, I mean, if it's a really good punt by Hamilton, Brophy will have to go the length of the field.
Yeah, and what we saw from Brophy on the last drive before the interception, they were moving the ball down the field. So if they don't have the turnover, maybe they potentially go try to get some points. So if you're Brophy, the offense is starting to work a little bit, and the defense is staying strong. So we'll see if what they're able to do on their next offensive series as Hamilton's getting ready to punt here. And his way, it's a wobbly punt. And it'll take a bounce inside the 30, and it will be returned around the 20-yard line. Be up down the right sideline, the far sideline.
About the 25-yard line.
Yep.
I think is where they brought him down.
They mark it down right at the 25-yard. Marking it at the 30-yard line. Oh, sorry, that is the 25. Sorry, 25-yard line, and it's going to be first down for Brophy at their own 25.
We definitely saw some good progress there by Brophy's offense their last drive. And I think knowing how that interception, and then the fact that their defense stood strong there for them, I think they'll have a better idea of what to go this drive. They saw what worked for them, and unfortunately, just one aggressive pass over the middle.
So it's a legal blindside block against Hamilton. So that's going to help Brophy even more with field position. Sorry, on Brophy. Sorry, it's a correction on Brophy now. So that's actually going to back them up even more. So not what you wanted if you were the Broncos. They're going to be pinned deep in their own territory. They're going to mark it down. It's going to be at the 10-yard line.
It looked like everybody here, I thought for a second it was against Hamilton. We heard the press box, the PA announcer right next to us actually also thought it was against
camera's right there. Just turn on transmitter camera and you're good to
So on 1st and 10 now, following the penalty off the punt, receiver going to go in motion. Stewart will hand it off. They're going to go right at the middle. Breaking free, one tackle. He's at the 40. And he's going to be tackled just across the 45. And they're going to mark it down at the 46-yard line. What a run right there for Brophy. And it's going to be a Bronco first down. That was a run by number 26.
Stewart will hand it off. They're going to go right at the middle.
One of the returning
breaking free, one tackle. He's at the 40.
Who they brought returning back, and there's one of them, Scout Kinkle,
just across
with
the
a big
45.
run right there, and it's 1st and 10 Brophy. And the Broncos try to run it again. This time they'll lose yards back. They'll lose
maybe about
2, maybe 3 on that one. So now it's going to be 2nd and about 13 upcoming.
They got 2:15 to go.
But Scout Kinkle with a really big run breaks one tackle right up the middle. They've been trying it all night. They finally break one for an explosive play, but then ends up losing 3 yards on the next play. We'll see what they're able to do on 2nd and 13. Stewart going to be in the gun here. He's going to drop back. A little screen is going to be incomplete, and it's going to be 3rd down and 13 upcoming here for the Broncos.
I couldn't tell if that got tipped, but they got someone in the backfield quickly. I couldn't tell if he maybe just tried to float it over him, or if it maybe just got a hand on it, and it got tipped down into the ground. But it'll just go in as incompletion here, so they won't lose any yardage.
Yeah, 3rd down and long though, 3rd and 12 upcoming here for Brophy. We'll see what they have up their sleeve. We know Stewart can run. We've seen their ground game be very much of a factor. The passing game hasn't been in the favor of Brophy so far. Still a minute 50 to go in the opening quarter.
Still a lot of time to turn that around. I think now would be a good chance to try something here.
So we're going to drop back, looking to the right side. Still can't find anybody. Rolls out right, lets it go, and it's going to be caught. And it's going to be out of bounds into Husky territory around the 40-yard line. That's going to be good enough for a Bronco first down.
Oh, wait, hold on.
But there is a flag on the play, though. That was caught by number 9, Ryder Noche. Ryder Noche with the reception, though. We'll see if the play stands.
The flag's in the backfield. The fans are booing, that's for sure.
It's going to be a hold against Brophy, and that's going to back him up, and that will negate the first down by Ryder Noche.
Man, that is just a drive killer right there.
So now it's 3rd and 22 here upcoming for Brophy.
I think at this point, you don't want to throw a bad pass and let it be intercepted. I think at this point, maybe you try to go for a pass here, and if it's just not there, I would say you just have to punt the ball away on 4th down. But I would say you just try to get a little bit of yardage here and give room for at least a good punt depending.
Well, Stewart going to drop back on 3rd and 22. He's going to roll to his right, being chased. Looking deep, he's going to let it go. He's got a guy open, and it's going to be incomplete. Just off the hands of number 5, Donovan McNabb Jr. He is the son of former NFL quarterback for the Eagles, Vikings, and Commanders, Donovan McNabb. As he's unable to hold that one in, and it's going to bring up 4th down and 22 for the Broncos, and out comes the punting unit.
Man, that was a great play. He had him open on the sideline. I think that's exactly what they wanted, and you know that he definitely is thinking, I should have had that one.
Yeah, definitely going to be hoping he had that one. That was going to be another big play there, but instead it'll bring out the punting unit. So Brophy.
They didn't have anyone back behind him too. There's a chance catching that in stride that could have been a touchdown, I will say.
And the punt is away. Now he's going to go out around the 35-yard line. Wait to see the official mark. They'll mark it at the 35, and that is where Hamilton will take over for their next possession after going 3 and out on their last possession. So far, Brophy's defense has done a good job here of getting Hamilton off the field quickly. The Huskies have not had the same success that we saw the last time these two played when they put up 70, but 36 of those points were in the second quarter. Still a minute 25 left to go here in quarter number 1. 3-0 Hamilton leads over Brophy. Spencer Barton, Riley Garcia here at Central High School. Riley What have you seen from Hamilton?
Well, Hamilton's offense has really just kind of struggled to get things going. They went 3 and out twice.
Scully was going to run right, hand it off right up the middle. That was Cole on the run. That was Skylar Cole. And he's going to get 7 right there. And it's going to bring up 2nd and 3.
That was probably the best play they've had so far.
Scully quickly out to the left, complete across the 50s, inside the 40 and down around the 38-yard line. Mark it down at the 37.
A good receiver screen there on the sideline probably picked up game maybe about 17, 18 yards.
That was Jordan Black on the reception, but
I think there's a flag. They're calling it back.
It's going to be holding against Hamilton, so 2 explosive plays we've seen tonight already called back by a penalty, so fortunate for Brophy there. Now Hamilton will be backed up here on 2nd down.
This will back them just short of the 40-yard line.
Yeah, so it's going to be 2nd and 6 after the penalty. So negates the long catch by Black, and it'll bring up 2nd and 6. So Scully's going to be in the gun. Audibling at the line. Scully will drop back, complete to the right side, and he'll be just shy of the line to gain. Marking him down at the 44, and another flag came right at the end of right after the play ended. It's going to be
right here on the near side.
So it's going to be a sideline warning against Brophy, and that's going to be just a warning. So if that happens,
3rd down.
So if that happens again, it will be for yardage. Luckily, just a warning this time. So 3rd down and 1 for Hamilton at their own 44. They got to get to the 45.
I think that gave them about 5 yards on that.
Scully tried to do a hard count, checking at the line. Scully looks right side. It's going to be complete. And it's going to be down. We'll see where they're going to mark it. They're going to mark him around right at the 49-yard line. And it's going to be a good gain of 6 right there, and it's a 1st down for Hamilton. Scully seeing the cut.
Hamilton's first down this game, and it comes right at the end of the 1st quarter.
So at the end of 1 quarter, it is the Hamilton Huskies 3, the Brophy Broncos 0. We'll be right back here from Central High School for the start of the 2nd quarter.
Hello, my name is Andrew Meyer, and I am excited to be an intern at the Varsity Sports Show. I have a passion for sports storytelling, and I cannot wait to share some of the most exciting stories from around the sports world this fall. I am a senior at Arizona State University and currently working toward a degree in sports journalism with a long-term goal of working in sports media and broadcasting.
Hey everyone!
APAC is your one-stop source for all your automotive and heavy-duty air.
Hey everyone, I'm Michelle Abaca, and I am so excited to continue my internship here at Varsity Sports Show this upcoming fall.
And we are back here at Central High School, Ray Lang Field. Spencer Barton, Riley Garcia here for a match between the Brophy Broncos, ranked number 5 in 6A, against the 17th national team in the country, the Hamilton Huskies, ranked number 2 in 6A. 3-0 Huskies lead. It's 1st and 10 for the Huskies at the Bronco 49-yard line as we start quarter number 2. Scully's going to be in the gun. Scully's going to drop back. He's looking to the left, under pressure, lets it go, and it's going to be incomplete. He was looking for Jordan Black it was his initial target, and it's going to bring up second down.
He almost made a sliding catch there. He got real close. I thought for a second he was going to have it, and the ball just skipped right before his hands.
Yeah, that would have been another explosive play in this one that we have seen, but also a great job by Scully to get rid of it with a clean pocket. He was almost coming under duress there by a couple Bronco defenders. Instead, it'll be 2nd and 10 following the incompletion.
One man in the backfield again.
Scully's going to drop back. Right side. It's going to be caught. Incomplete, sorry. Looking for number 20. That was Devontae Roebuck. And it'll bring up 3rd and 10. So they try to get something going quick. Falls incomplete. Something just for positive gain. Now it's 3rd and long here for the Huskies. Trying to avoid giving the ball right back to Brophy.
Both sides on their third drive have definitely had some first downs and have shown signs of life.
Receiver going to go in motion. That's Riley. Scully's going to look to the right side, and it's going to be incomplete. And 4th and long there. Looked like the receiver may have slipped coming out of his break. That was number 11, Roman Oliver, the sophomore, and it'll bring up the punting unit once again for Hamilton. Back to punt is going to be number 5, Billy Davis for the Huskies. Back to return for Brophy is going to be number 13, Julian Ferrari.
It's be a punt from the 49-yard line. It should back them deep.
Yeah, Hamilton looking to pin the Broncos deep in their own end. Ryder Noche also back there to return for Brophy. It's going to be a good punt, but it will be returned by Ferrari. Makes one guy miss, cuts it back inside. He's going to be across the 35. And a really good return there by Julian Ferrari.
It's a great return, maybe of about 20 yards or so, roughly 20 yards. Managed to find a lot of space. That's definitely going to, and as an offense, that's definitely what you want to see by your kick return, even though, sure, you're still back on your own 35-yard line. But you see that life by your kick return team. You're hyped up. You're ready to go. You're like, hey, we got great field position. Let's do this.
Yeah, and when you talk about field position, now they're at their own 36 and what would have been inside their own 10-yard line. So really good job by Ferrari to give them the offense really good starting field position. Stewart's going to be in the gun. He's going to drop back. Looks left side and incomplete. He was looking for Donovan McNabb Jr. on the play. And it's going to bring up second down immediately.
I think McNabb so far is kind of proving he might be one of their go-to targets on the few passes they've done. They've gone to McNabb twice.
Yeah, Donovan McNabb Jr.
He's a senior, so definitely going to be seeing his name a lot in targets.
Yeah, Donovan McNabb Jr. going to UNLV next season, committing to the Rebels.
Las Vegas, just about a couple of hours north of here.
You are correct.
4.5, maybe 5 hours.
Stewart's going to roll out to his left. Stewart's looking, can't find anything. It's going to be tipped in the air, and it's going to be caught. But it's going to be just shy of the 40. Looks like gain of 2 on the play there. That was complete by number 18. That was Brady Powell on the reception, and luckily for Stewart there, that wasn't intercepted.
That looked like that could have been intercepted, and Brady Powell got his hands higher. He came down with it.
Yeah, it's going to be 3rd down and 8 now here for Brophy, trying to avoid giving the ball right back to Hamilton. Their defense for the Broncos defense has been really on point tonight, forcing Hamilton to punt 3 times.
They definitely held their breath there on that play. Now they get to take a sigh of relief.
So on 3rd and 8, Stewart's going to be in the gun. Stewart's going to drop back. Looking downfield, and he's under pressure. He's going to be sacked for a loss.
He just couldn't find any targets open. He tried to stop, tried to spin, tried to see if there was anyone open.
Take a sigh of relief.
By that point, that little hesitation.
So on 3rd and 8, Stewart's going to be
LeBlanc
in the gun.
Jr. in on the sack for Hamilton.
Stewart's going to drop back.
4th and 17. And
looking downfield, he's under pressure. He's going to be sacked for a loss.
Derek LeBlanc Jr., 2-year starter 20.5 sacks in 24 games played. I mean, you talk about somebody, Defensive Player of the Year in 25-26, All-Region 24-25, and First Team All-Region. He's got 3 offers currently from Arizona, Cornell, and Eastern Kentucky. And that one's going to be a high punt. And it'll be inside the 40 as Black will go out of bounds at the 39s, and that's where Hamilton will take over.
You're good. No, you're good. Yeah, keep following the ball.
That's going to be a good spot there for the Huskies. Getting the ball, especially just about 11 yards short of midfield there.
We'll see what Hamilton can do next time out. Other than that field goal after they had really good starting field position inside the Broncos' 30-yard line on that first drive that they ended up kicking a field goal, they've gone 3 and out, and then another 3 and out, and then they picked up a first down, and then they ended up punting a third time. So this Broncos defense really keeping this one close here for the Broncos here in this one.
Especially both defenses, both offenses have had 3 drives. Brophy just had their 4th. This will be Hamilton's 4th. Eventually, one of these times, these bend don't break defenses. One of these is going to break.
Scully's going to hand it off on first down. They'll give it to Cole. He'll go right up the middle, right at the teeth of this Broncos defense. And if you mark down at the 44-yard line, so give it a gain of 5 on the play, and I'll bring up 2nd and 5.
Eventually, once you've had enough defensive stops, eventually you're going to see one side that's just able to break through. Eventually, one defense just makes a mistake, maybe a slip, and so
we'll see how this one plays out as we continue. Just over 9 minutes left to go in the second quarter. 3-0 Hamilton leads over Brophy. Black's going to go in motion. Scully's going to drop back. He looks to the right side. It's going to be caught into Bronco territory, and it's going to be a first down for Hamilton. That was caught by number 11, Roman Oliver, the sophomore wideout. So on 1st and 10 at the Bronco 47. Mention Oliver, just a sophomore, able to make the catch on that one after having an incompletion on his last target.
And the play for varsity football.
As Black's going to go in motion once again. Scully's in the gun. Scully bobbled the snap, able to get it out and complete it, and it's going to bring up 2nd down here for Hamilton. That is, once again, number 11, Roman Oliver. Back-to-back receptions for the sophomore.
Oliver's definitely making his name a little bit out there.
Yeah, coming in, number 3, Roy Oliver III, who reclassified to 2027, a USC prospect, is not playing tonight, and he was the number 1 receiver in this game a year ago with 3 touchdowns. So you gotta find someone else to go to, and so far it is Roman Oliver. Scully's going to hand it off and immediately makes the stop at the 40-yard line. That was tackled made by number 43, Josh Anderson, and John Michael were in on the stop there. 3rd down and 3 here for the Huskies at the Bronco 40-yard line.
Yeah, the refs just said he got a gain of 1 on that one. Like the line ref there, the line judge. Brophy's crowd trying to get loud here.
So Scully's going to be in the gun on 3rd and 3. Crowd trying to get him into this one here on 3rd down, trying to get a stop, and a flag will fly. And it's delay of game against Hamilton. That's going to be a 5-yard penalty, and it's now 3rd and 8.
And Hamilton will use a timeout here.
Yeah, now Hamilton burning a timeout on 3rd down and 8 with just over 7 minutes left to go here in the second quarter. So Hamilton will have 2 remaining here in the first half. Brophy with only 1.
I think with Brophy, after they went through the first 2 timeouts there in the first quarter, I think they kind of just realized, hey, you know what? We only got 1 remaining. Let's try to save this. I think they're going to try to hang on to their timeout as long as they can in case they'll need it later in this half.
Yeah, so we'll see what Hamilton can come up with here on 3rd and 8. Here at Central High School, Ray Lang Field, Spencer Barton, Riley Garcia here. Riley, obviously, Brophy's defense doing great. Their offense has been able to move the ball, but they've turned it over twice and also have had to punt. What have you thought about Brophy's offense so far?
I thought Brophy's offense, they've definitely had a couple of very big moments that they could have really had something going. They just missed McNabb down here on the sideline near us. That could have been a huge gain. They also missed Brady Powell as well over the middle of the field. They've shown signs of life. It's just their passes have been just tipped, just out of reach. And even the one interception they had too was still just out of reach of his receivers. So they're showing signs of life. At some point, they will get this together.
Yeah, there's confusion on the Hamilton offense right now. Looks like somebody was trying to come off. They actually end up staying on the field. So it's 3rd down and 8, following the timeout Hamilton took after the delay of game call. Receiver's going to go in motion. That's Oliver. Scully's going to drop back under pressure. Lets it go across the middle, and it's going to be incomplete just off the hands of number 25, Chance Eason. And that's going to bring up 4th down, and the Huskies are going to bring out the punting unit once again. And Billy Davis will punt this one away for the Huskies. So just like that, the Broncos defense does its job once again, forces another Hamilton punt. And for the Broncos, hopefully they're trying to get their offense to get rolling a little bit here as we get closer and closer to halftime, with this game just being a 3-point difference.
Brophy was just there, right there to be able to knock it free as soon as he got in his hands. Able to just knock it free there and come up big on 3rd.
Yeah, Ryder Noche back to return the punt here for Brophy. It's gonna be a good punt. And Ryder's it's a fumble on the ground, and
there's a flag too. I think he called a fair catch.
It was scooped up by Hamilton, and we'll wait to see what the flag is for.
I think he called a fair catch, but then tried to step in, maybe to try and catch it. I think that's what they're talking about.
Yeah, it looks like that might be what they are talking about. I didn't see a fair catch signal. However, we'll see what they call on the field. But if it's not a fair catch signal, then that is going to be a Hamilton football, and they're going to be inside around the 10-yard line here. This could be a real turn of events here for the Huskies.
Because I saw his hand go up and wave as if he was signaling fair catch, and usually you back away, but he moved in.
And it's hit catch interference against Hamilton. So just like that, that's going to help Brophy, and they're going to have good starting field position here for their next drive following the penalty.
So that's what they called. He called the fair catch and got run into, which resulted in the fumble being picked up by the Huskies. But because he called the fair catch and then got touched, that will be a flag.
So Stewart leading out the Broncos offense once again. 1st and 10 from their own 25. Drops back. Right side's going to be complete. Across the 30 and a little bit more and pushed out of bounds.
Just a yard short. That's a great gain of about 9 yards there along the sideline. Believe that's where they'll mark it.
Yeah, Carter Chamblin, number 80 on the catch. Gain of 9, and it's going to be 2nd and 1. So really good job by Chamblin right there to get close to the yard marker there. First, after the gain of 9, they'll hand it off, and Hamilton makes the tackle, but able to keep fighting forward across the 35-yard line to the 36, and that's good enough for a Bronco 1st down. Great effort right there on the run.
A great second chance effort there, you could say, because he got swallowed up right away, pushed back, flop back forward again.
Yeah, Hamilton has been doing a great job of that all night long, but great effort right there by the Broncos running back to pick up the 1st down. So 1st and 10 at their own 36. Stewart's going to be in the gun. Price to tailback.
Two receivers over here to the left side.
Hamilton showing pressure. Stewart, left side, is going to be caught. Great job. Get the feet down inbounds and get out of bounds. That was complete to number 5, Donovan McNabb Jr. Gets his first catch of the game. And it'll bring up 2nd and 2 after the gain of 8.
As we said, they tried to get him the ball a couple of times earlier as well. This time, they were finally able to connect there on a high pass along the sideline.
Yeah, finally connect with Donovan McNabb Jr. is Noah Stewart. They'll hand it off on 2nd and 2. Hamilton tries to stand him up, but he keeps going, and he's across the 50 into Husky territory at the 49.
I thought he went down there for a second, and then all of a sudden, I look another 3 yards forward, and there he is still moving. I was like, oh.
Travis Tobias on the carry there, and it's going to be a first down for the Broncos. So 2 first downs here, and the Broncos are on the move into Husky territory for just the 2nd time tonight.
This has definitely been the best drive that Brophy has put together. This is better than an earlier drive we saw. They're just moving things a lot more.
Stewart's going to drop back. He's going to roll out to his right. Lets it go. It's going to be high and incomplete.
A great read there by Noah Stewart. He saw the pressure coming and was able to scramble out. Now, usually what people would do when the pressure's coming from behind them, they'd run towards this way. However, he scrambled around him back to open space where there was nobody at. Just a little high pass there on the sideline, but you'd much rather escape the pressure there, let the pass be incomplete.
Yeah, Carter Champlin was the intended target. Following the incompletion, it's going to be 2nd down and 10 for the Broncos at the Husky 49. 5:38 left to go here in the 2nd quarter. Huskies lead 3-0 over the Broncos. Stewart's going to be in the gun. Gets out quickly to Donovan McNabb Jr. It's caught across the 45 and down at the 42-yard line. It's going to bring up a gain of 7. It's going to bring up 3rd and 3 here for the Broncos. So Donovan McNabb Jr. and Stewart finding that connection here in the 2nd quarter.
A little bit of a receiver screen there down the sideline. Managed a great pickup of about 9 yards there. They'll mark him just short of the first down. I think they'll mark him at the 40 with the first down marker at the 39, I think is what it was.
So 3rd and 3 at the Husky 42. They'll hand it off, and going nowhere as he'll be stopped right at the line, maybe lost 1, but it's 4th down upcoming here for the Broncos, and they got a big decision to make, only down 3 with just under 5 minutes left to go here in the 2nd quarter and only 1 timeout.
Okay, I misread the yard line.
So 3rd and 3 at
previously.
the Husky 42. They'll hand it off and going
nowhere. So Hamilton gets the ball to start the 2nd half. The Broncos are going to go for it here on 4th down and 4 after the loss of 1. And it's going to be timeout. Hamilton, that's their 2nd. They'll have 1 remaining here with 4:28 left to go before halftime. We're going to take a quick commercial break. 3-0 Hamilton leads when we return.
Hey everyone, I'm Michelle Abaca, and I am so excited to continue my internship here at Varsity Sports Show this upcoming fall. I'm a graduate from the University of Nevada, Las Vegas, and I recently received my master's in media and journalism. I'm so excited to bring you all the latest sports and entertainment news out of Las Vegas.
The Angry Crab Shack in Tempe, with an experience so good it remains indescribable, with something for every seafood lover. Try one of their amazing custom seafood boils, sandwiches, appetizers, and salads. Angry Crab Shack Tempe is located east of I-10 on Warner Road, 480-674-3847. The Angry Crab Shack in Tempe. Come ready to eat.
Welcome back to the Varsity Sports Show, production of Varsity Football. Spencer Barton, Riley Garcia here at Ray Lang Field at Central High School. Brophy actually going to bring out the punting unit here on 4th down and 4 with 4:28 left to go. Just before the break, Hamilton burned their 2nd timeout after it looked like the Broncos were going to go for it. Instead, they're going to punt this one away and rely on their defense that has been strong to this point. Low snap, be a wobbly punt down inside the 10, and it's going to go into the end zone for a touchback. So really good for Hamilton there, as they'll bring out their offense once again.
I think what they wanted to do was they just wanted that punt to just kind of fall short there of the end zone, pin them back as far as they could, and it just took a bounce and kept rolling. Actually picked up a little bit of speed, it looked like, when it took that bounce.
Yeah, and after a low snap, it'll be interesting to see, but there's a flag against Hamilton, so that's going to back them up. So just like that, Hamilton's going to be backed up. So Hamilton will be at their own 10-yard line following the penalty with 4:21 left to go here before halftime. Huskies get the ball to start the second half, leading they lead currently 3-0 after a turnover on downs to start the game by Brophy, and then Hamilton on 3 plays, and ended up being 4th down, and with about a 40-yard field goal by the Huskies. And so far, that has been the only scoring so far to this point. Then it was an interception that Brophy threw, and then since then it's been punt after punt after punt. Really good job by these defenses. We've had a really good defensive showing here in week number 1. So 1st and 10 for the Huskies at their own 10-yard line. Scully going to be in the gun here. They're going to hand it off to Cole. He'll go to the left side. Still going, and he's going to get 8, maybe 9 on the first play there. He's going to bring up 2nd and short.
A nice fight right up the middle of the field.
Sorry, that was not Cole on the run. That was number 20, Devontae Roebuck, on the carry. Roebuck, we talked about, is one of the returning players from last year that played in this game. Really good job. In the last game, didn't have as many carries. Tonight, looking at be one of the top 2 backs for the Huskies. Scully making checks at the line. And quickly out to the left side. It's going to be incomplete. Just off the hands of his intended target, number 12, Christian Riley, and he'll bring up 3rd and short. Bring up 3rd and 1.
I saw Brophy again. They backed up their defense. It kind of looks like the thing that they're doing is they're trying to give the receiver space so they don't have to turn around and turn their eyes away from the ball. Give the receiver space, let the receiver come to you, and then try to move in once you see where that pass is going. I think it gives them a chance to maybe read the quarterback a little bit more.
It looks like they're also trying to avoid the deep ball. They're trying to let everything happen underneath. As it's going to be 3rd and 1 here. Brophy showing pressure. They back out of it. They'll hand it off to Roebuck. He'll go right up the middle. 1st down and more. So he's going to get out near the 30-yard line, and that's going to be good enough for a Hamilton Husky 1st down. Devontae Roebuck with 2 really good runs on 1st and 3rd down to pick up the 1st down for the Huskies. It'll be 1st down and 10 at their own 29. So that was a gain of 10 right there for Devontae Roebuck. So 1st and 10 for the Huskies. Scully in the gun. Scully's going to keep it himself. He'll throw. It's going to be caught and taken down immediately. That was a great tackle right there by number 23. That was Mason Alexander, the defensive back, making the stop right there for Hamilton on Grant Zelma, the tight end, and it'll bring up 2nd down. 2nd and about 7.
Keep it himself. You throw. It's going to be caught and taken down immediately. That was a great tackle right there.
Bring him down on only a short gain of about 3 yards.
Yeah, Mason Alexander, he has 1 offer from the University of Arizona. He is the son of former NFL linebacker Lorenzo Alexander. As that pass is going to be tipped, and it's going to be incomplete. And it's 3rd down upcoming here for Hamilton.
I wonder if that was intended for Roman Oliver again, because Oliver was the man that came running back to try and get it.
Yeah, they're very fortunate that one dropped in front of Brophy, and that wasn't going the other way. But Lorenzo Alexander, his son Mason Alexander, makes that last play that brought up 2nd and 7, and then the defense doing a great job once again, putting the Huskies in 3rd and long here. Now 3rd and 7, just a little over 2 minutes to go before halftime with 2:18 on the clock. Scully's going to be in the gun for the Huskies. Scully's going to drop back. He rolls out left immediately, looks downfield, He's going to take off running. He's going to have the first down and more, and he's going to go down at the 45-yard line, and that's good enough for a Husky first down.
Yeah, he managed to find a lot of space on that left side. As soon as he managed to find that space, he stopped and looked, and then it froze the defensive middle linebackers who didn't know, is he gonna run? Is he gonna? Oh, I think there's a flag on Huskies.
Yeah, it's gonna be a flag against the Huskies. I didn't see a flag on the play, but they called a penalty, and it's gonna back up the Huskies. So that negates the first down run by Scully, and it's going to bring up 3rd down and 12 now for the Huskies at their own 27.
I think the flag must have flew after the play, maybe blended in behind some of the players because I didn't see that come in.
So now on 3rd down and long, Scully's going to be in the gun. He's going to drop back. Scully looking down the field, rolls out to his left, can't find anybody, lets it go, and it's going to be caught. But a flag came in right at the end of the play as well. If it stands, it'll be a first down near the 45 for the Huskies near their own 45. We'll wait to see what the official calls for. Official still talking what the flag is for. Flag came in near the, it was on, is not at the opposite, at the Bronco 40-yard line. Ineligible man downfield against Hamilton. The penalties declined.
2 ineligible players, I think.
Yeah, so they declined 1. They'll accept the other. So it's going to be 3rd down and Glendale at this point for Hamilton.
I think they also said illegal touching, too. I think they said illegal touching.
It was illegal touching is the one they accepted. It was legal man downfield. They declined. Illegal touching is the one they called and accepted. So 3rd down and very long. 3rd and 26 for the Huskies at their own 13-yard line. So Scully's going to be in the gun. Scully's going to drop back. Steps up. He's going to let it go down the field. And it's going to be underthrown. It's going to be almost intercepted off the hands of number 19, Bishop Allen, the sophomore corner. And it's going to be incomplete. It'll be 4th down. And the Huskies will bring out the punting unit.
Bishop Allen is definitely not happy. He's
drop back. Steps up. He's going to let it go down the field. And it's going to be underthrown. It's going to be almost intercepted.
Going to be kicking himself after that one.
The hands of number 9.
On an underthrown ball by Scully. Instead, Hamilton very fortunate to just punt this football away.
We'll see where they can punt this to, because that interception would have been right about where the punt returners are lining up. However, he definitely would have had yardage on that interception. He would have had a lot of blockers in front of him.
And another flag flies before the punt. And it's going to be a false start against Hamilton, so back him up even more now. And this is not going Hamilton's way on this drive here. A lot of penalties backing him up near the goal line. So Davis now punting from about middle of the end zone. Middle of his own end zone here. It's going to be a high punt. Fair catch called for, and we down at the Husky 46-yard line, and that is where the Broncos will take over.
You know, I'm looking back at their last 6 games. Their last game was last September on the 19th, and from last year, where Hamilton won that game 70-33. Looking back before that, goes back to October 2019, where Brophy ended up winning. Actually, Brophy had back-to-back wins in 2018 and 2019, where they managed to win by a score of 14-13 and 27-14. So far,
Stewart's going to drop back. Let's go. It's going to be caught by McNabb. He's got a couple blockers on the screen. Just across the 45 and down at the 43-yard line. And bring up 2nd down here for Brophy.
So far, both offenses on 5 drives each. Now Brophy on their 6th drive. We've only managed to see a field goal, and that was out of the first one by Hamilton, where they started the ball on about the 30-yard line to start off after a turnover and downs by Brophy. But now, with where they got that punt, and especially with just the early pass there to McNabb, gives them a lot of good field position.
So now down on 2nd and 6 after the gain of 4 by Donovan McNabb Jr. Stewart's going to be in the gun. He's going to drop back, lets it go down the right sideline, and it's going to be incomplete. He was looking for McNabb Jr. once again, the UNLV commit, going to play for Dan Mullen and the UNLV Rebels. And that one falls incomplete. 3rd and 6 upcoming here for the Broncos at the Husky 42-yard line.
I don't know how many kickers can kick from about the 40-yard line, especially since that's about 67 yards for a field goal. I think the highest I've seen, especially out of high school kickers, is somewhere in the 50s range. Somewhere about 52, 55 yards, I think, is where I've mostly seen.
Well, now we talk about timeouts, right, where those timeouts could come into play. 1 timeout for Brophy, 1 for Hamilton, only 41 seconds left, and they're at the Hamilton 42. So if they were to pick up a first down, it'll be interesting to see how they manage the clock here if they were to pick up a first down right here. 3rd and 6, Stewart's going to drop back. He steps up, looking to take off, and he's going to be taken down across the 40-yard line at the 39. He'll pick up 3. It's going to be 4th and 3 upcoming here for Brophy.
I would say in this situation, you let the clock run. Maybe you line up to go for it on 4th down, and then maybe you just take the timeout there at the end, try to pin them back.
Timeout Hamilton with 22 seconds on the clock, so we'll see. It looks like Hamilton may try to, depending on where they get the ball with field position, if they try to maybe score before the half, because they get the ball to start the second half. But obviously now with that timeout taken, Huskies with 0, Brophy with 1, 4th and 4 upcoming here for the Broncos at the Husky 40-yard line. Still a 3-point game. It's been a close one, defensive game here in week 1 between the number 17th national team in the country, the Hamilton Huskies, ranked number 2 in 6A, behind only the Open Division state champion Basha Bears, and the Brophy Broncos, who are ranked 5 in 6A. So a top 5 matchup in the 6A division to open up the season here at Central High School.
I think what Brophy wanted to do there, I think they wanted to let the clock run. I think Hamilton saw that right away, burnt their last time out. They're going to line up to try the field goal.
Yeah, so they're going to try the field goal here. So this is going to be from 57-yard field goal. This is going to be a 57-yarder. The kick is up, and it looks like it may have gotten blocked there, or sorry, tipped by Hamilton. It's going to be scooped up by Hamilton. It's a live ball. Make one guy miss, and he's got a couple blockers for him going the other way. He's across the 40. He's at the 50, the 40, the 30, to the 20, the 10, the 5. Is he in? He is. It's a touchdown for the Huskies with no time on the clock before halftime. Oh my goodness. Wow, what a turn of events here for the Huskies.
I think there was only one player on Brophy that kind of realized, hey, the ball has to be down after it got tipped.
Wow, a blocked field goal, and they return it for a touchdown. A flag came in just as I was speaking about that. We'll see what the flag is for, but wow, a blocked field goal return for a touchdown. So what could have been either a 3-0 or 3-3 game at halftime is now turned into what could be a 9 or 10-0 lead for the Huskies just in the last 22 seconds. What a play right there.
When the ball got tipped, it stayed in bounds right over here. You saw 3 Husky I think they just gave a warning there to the
sideline warning.
Sideline
warning there. So now the Huskies going to attempt the PAT.
But when the kick got blocked and it rolled and stayed in bounds over here, 3 Husky players ran over. They picked it up. There was one Brophy player that was following and just tried to make a dive and tackle him back where he was. And he just missed him by the shoelaces.
Yeah, and you saw Hamilton have a whole bunch of blockers as the PAT is up, and it is good. So your current score, the Hamilton Huskies 10, the Brophy Broncos 0. As we reach halftime after the blocked field goal gets returned for a touchdown. The Huskies now have a 10-point lead. Spencer Barton, Riley Garcia here at Central High School for the Varsity Sports Show. We're going to take a quick break. We'll be back for the start of the second half.
Hey everyone, I'm Michelle Vaca, and I am so excited to continue my internship here at Varsity Sports Show this upcoming fall. I'm a graduate from the University of Nevada, Las Vegas, and I recently received my master's in media and journalism. I'm so excited to bring you all the latest sports and entertainment news out of Las Vegas.
Growing up, sports were everywhere in my life. Now I get to be the one to tell the stories behind them. Hi, I'm Alexia Neal, and I'm a media intern with the Varsity Sports Show and a film and media production honors student at Arizona State University. I'm excited to showcase the power of a great story through the Varsity Sports Show, covering all the sports content from the Phoenix metro area this semester. See you all on the other side of the lens.
Hello, my name is Mary Williams. I'm a senior at Arizona State University, majored in sports journalism. Over the past 3 years, I've been working diligently to work on my resume and learn new skills in the field of sports journalism. And this up-and-coming internship with Varsity Sports will be another great opportunity to gain experience under my belt, one step closer to help me build my resume in my future career in sports journalism after graduating at ASU.
Hey everyone, my name is Caden Rockins, and I will be an intern at the Varsity Sports Show this fall. I look forward to covering all of the local sports news coming out of Arizona. I am a senior at Arizona State University, studying to become a sports broadcaster, and I can't wait to take a step closer to that dream by providing you all with the Phoenix metro area's best stories every week.
Good evening, Varsity Sports Show fans. My name is Aiden Vasquez, and I'm thrilled to announce I'll be a part of the Varsity Sports Show team for the fall of 26th semester. Now, as a former high school athlete myself, I can definitely say that getting information to the certain communities and people surrounding these high schools is most important. Now, I'm able to share my love of sports with you all behind the camera and over the microphone. But till then, I'll see you all on game day.
Goalie's going to drop back. Steps up. He's going to let it.
Hello everybody, my name is Kylie Keck, and I'm a social media intern here for Varsity Sports Show for the fall of 2026. I'm from Baird, Delaware, and I'm currently studying at Temple University for my bachelor's in sports media. And from a very young age, I've been involved with sports, with my most notable achievement being a state champion in girls bowling for the state of Delaware. And I'm very excited to show off my creativity online here with Varsity Sports Show.
Hi Varsity, my name is Jaehyun Lee, and I'll be joining the Varsity Sports Show this fall as part of the trailer production team. I'm really looking forward to getting on hands-on experience and learning more about the production side of the sports broadcasting, and I've always been interested in working the behind the scene, so I'm excited to see what the experience will be like and learning from everyone on the team. I'm looking forward to great 4 seasons and getting started. Thank you.
Hi, my name is Millie Real, and I'm a junior at the University of Arizona, and I am so excited to be joining the Varsity Sports Show team this semester. I already have experience in reporting, but I'm really excited for this opportunity to jump into the sports side of things and really just gain a whole new skill set on camera or behind the camera. And I think this is going to be really fun, and I hopefully will learn a lot more about sports, and I'm really excited for everything that this opportunity brings me.
Hello, my name is Elias Bonilla. I'm a junior at the U of A, and I'm very excited to join Varsity Sports Show this fall. As someone who has a deep passion for sports and a background in sports journalism, I understand what it takes behind the scenes to present the sports I love. My goal this semester is to be able to become a better storyteller through broadcasting and reporting all of Tucson's best sports, whether it be behind the camera or in the microphone. I look forward to what opportunities I'll encounter during this season.
Hey everyone, I'm Nicholas Kittleson. I am a senior at Arizona State University. My major is in journalism and mass communications, and I can't wait to get started in this fall semester for Varsity Sports Show. I'll be covering all local news, sports news in Phoenix, Arizona. I can't wait to cover all sports from volleyball, being on the football field, walking the golf course. And I'm also looking forward to elevating the stories and experiences for student athletes and coaches every week.
Everyone, my name is Angelica Nicasio, and I'm excited to be joining the Varsity Sports Show team as a sports broadcasting intern for fall of 2026. I am currently studying sports media and journalism at UNLV with a passion for being in front of the camera and telling the stories behind sports. Outside of broadcasting, I love running 5Ks and competing in beauty pageants, which have both taught me, honestly, confidence, discipline, and how to push myself outside of my comfort zone. I'm excited to bring that same energy and confidence to the Varsity Sports Show, gain hands-on experience, and grow as a sports broadcaster. And I definitely can't wait to get started.
Hi, my name is Enzo Cusano from the University of Arizona, back with the Varsity Sports Show for this fall. I'm down here in Tucson, Arizona, where I'll be covering high school football, professional events, and local events around the community. I hope you stay around and stick with us at Varsity. Thanks.
Hello, everybody. I am Matthew Grabowski. I am a new member of the Varsity Sports Show. I'm a senior at UNLV. I'm studying sports media. I'm looking to get into radio show host, podcast host, broadcasting, and sports writing. And I can't wait to cover all the local high school sports here in Las Vegas. And until then, I'll see you guys out on the field.
Hi, my name is Santini Shingwa, and I'm a senior at the University of Arizona studying information science. I'm so thrilled to be joining Varsity Sports Show this fall as production manager and intern. I'm bringing my background in tech, photography, and journalism to help elevate your local varsity sports experience. See you on the field.
Hello, Varsity Sports Show fans. I'm Sebastian Fryer, thrilled to join the team for this fall of 2026 sports season. As a former high school athlete myself, I know how important every second of every game can be for families in each community. I'm beyond excited to share my love for sports with each and every single one of you, and can't wait to bring you the best coverage of Arizona high school sports there is here at the Varsity Sports Show. But for now, I'll see you on game day.
Hey, my name is Nick Hoskins. I'm from Arvada, Colorado, and I will be graduating this upcoming spring with a degree in marketing and a minor in sports media here at CU Boulder. I previously went to Arvada West High School, which ultimately led me to Arizona Christian University, where I played safety for 2 seasons. And I'm just so excited to get started with Varsity Sports Show, covering football, basketball, and just other sports at any level, from high school all the way to pro. Anyways, Sco Buffs!
The Angry Crab Shack in Tempe, with an experience so good it remains indescribable, with something for every suit. Vince here to talk about Angel Dentistry. It's where my wife and I have gone for over 10 years, and we trust them with our routine and extensive dental care because they care. Dr. Amber Angel is an Arizona native, born in the town of Miami, and has been practicing in the Valley over 20 years. For general to comprehensive dental services, call 602-788-2008. Located off of Cave Creek Road, just north of the 101 in North Phoenix. Angel Dentistry, proud supporters of our young people and proud partners of the Varsity Sports Show. APAC is your one-stop source for all your automotive and heavy-duty air conditioning parts, supplies, and equipment. They're family-owned and have been the Valley's go-to for all your auto AC needs since 1982. Whether it's for your everyday or vintage car, commercial, or off-road vehicle or equipment, APAC has you covered. Call APAC, AAPAK, the AC experts at 602-254-1116 and ask for the Varsity Special to get 10% off your purchase. The Angry Crab Shack in Tempe, with an experience so good it remains indescribable, with something for every seafood lover. Try one of their amazing custom seafood boils, sandwiches, appetizers, and salads. Angry Crab Shack Tempe is located east of I-10 on Warner Road, 480-674-3847. The Angry Crab Shack in Tempe. Come ready to eat. Hey guys, Vince here to talk about Angel Dentistry. It's where my wife and I have gone for over 10 years, and we trust them with our routine and extensive dental care because they care. Dr. Amber Angel is an Arizona native, born in the town of Miami, and has been practicing in the Valley over 20 years. For general to comprehensive dental services, call 602-788-2008. Located off of Cave Creek Road just north of the 101 in North Phoenix. Angel Dentistry, proud supporters of our young people and proud partners of the Varsity Sports Show. APAC is your one-stop source for all your automotive and heavy-duty air conditioning parts, supplies, and equipment. They're family-owned and have been the Valley's go-to for all your auto AC needs since 1982. Whether it's for your everyday or vintage car, commercial, or off-road vehicle or equipment, APAC has you covered. Call APAC, AA-PAK, the AC experts at 602-254-1116 and ask for the Varsity Special to get 10% off your purchase. The Angry Crab Shack in Tempe, with an experience so good it remains indescribable, with something for every seafood lover. Try one of their amazing custom seafood boils, sandwiches, appetizers, and salads. Angry Crab Shack Tempe is located east of I-10 on Warner Road, 480-674-3847. The Angry Crab Shack in Tempe. Come ready to eat. Hey guys, Vince here to talk about Angel Dentistry. It's where my wife and I have gone for over 10 years, and we trust them with our routine and extensive dental care because they care. Dr. Amber Angel is an Arizona native, born in the town of Miami, and has been practicing in the Valley over 20 years. For general to comprehensive dental services, call 602-788-2008. Located off of Cave Creek Road just north of the 101 in North Phoenix. Angel Dentistry, proud supporters of our young people and proud partners of the Varsity Sports Show. APAC is your one-stop source for all your automotive and heavy-duty air conditioning parts, supplies, and equipment. They're family-owned and have been the Valley's go-to for all your auto AC needs since 1982. Whether it's for your everyday or vintage car, commercial, or off-road vehicle or equipment, APAC has you covered. Call APAC, AA-PAK, the AC experts at 602-254-1116 and ask for the Varsity Special to get 10% off your purchase. The Angry Crab Shack in Tempe, with an experience so good it remains indescribable, with something for every seafood lover. Try one of their amazing custom seafood boils, sandwiches, appetizers, and salads. Angry Crab Shack Tempe is located east of I-10 on Warner Road, 480-674-3847. The Angry Crab Shack in Tempe. Come ready to eat. Hey guys, Vince here to talk about Angel Dentistry. It's where my wife and I have gone for over 10 years, and we trust them with our routine and extensive dental care because they care. Dr. Amber Angel is an Arizona native, born in the town of Miami, and has been practicing in the Valley over 20 years. For general to comprehensive dental services, call 602-788-2008. Located off of Cave Creek Road just north of the 101 in North Phoenix. Angel Dentistry, proud supporters of our young people and proud partners of the Varsity Sports Show. APAC is your one-stop source for all your automotive and heavy-duty air conditioning parts, supplies, and equipment. They're family-owned and have been the Valley's go-to for all your auto AC needs since 1982. Whether it's for your everyday or vintage car, commercial, or off-road vehicle or equipment, APAC has you covered. Call APAC, AAPAK, the AC experts at 602-254-1116 and ask for the Varsity Special to get 10% off your purchase. The Angry Crab Shack in Tempe, with an experience so good it remains indescribable, with something for every seafood lover. Try one of their amazing custom seafood boils, sandwiches, appetizers, and salads. Angry Crab Shack Tempe is located east of I-10 on Warner Road, 480-674-3847. The Angry Crab Shack in Tempe. Come ready to eat.
And we are back here at the Varsity Sports Show at Ray Lang Field at Central High School. Spencer Barton, Riley Garcia here for the second half. It's 10-0 Hamilton, the 17th team ranked in the country. The Huskies leading over the Brophy Broncos 10-0 after a blocked field goal. They got returned for a touchdown. That has really been the biggest difference in this one. Riley, what did you see in the first half from both teams?
From both teams, that was loud there. But from both teams, what I've seen is that they have managed to, at least with both teams, what I've seen is they both had their offense going. They've both managed to, they found some good moments that they could definitely build off of. Definitely showed a lot of signs of life. It's just with both offenses, every time they showed a sign of life, the other defense came in big time and stepped up and managed to limit the damage, managed to push them back, or a penalty, or a couple of penalties we saw against Hamilton, push them back on what they had going. And with Brophy, we've definitely seen their drives. They've opened up guys, and passes were just out of reach, just off the fingertips, or they would just get tipped, or especially with what we saw from what was going to be a long field goal, either it comes a 57-yard field goal, either what would have been good and it would have just barely been good, tie the game 3-3, or it could have just also gotten blocked, which what we saw get blocked. It's just on the confusion there. I think a lot of players had thought it was down and started coming back towards the sideline. When it turns out they had the down it, there was one player that did notice it and went down there to try and make the tackle. But at that point, Hamilton, they picked up on it instantly, and they had their blocker set up in the right position. And of course, it gave them space down the sideline. What could have been a 3-0 game, a 3-3 game, it's turned into a 10-0 game. But Brophy has shown plenty of signs of life on offense. Just as I said, it's just off the fingertips, just missed their guy. So, and that last drive, they were moving down the field from over here, about the 40-yard line in front of us.
Yeah, the 46-yard line of Hamilton is where Brophy started.
Yeah, and they managed to get quite a good drive going, especially I think there was a drive before that, or maybe a few drives before that. They managed to get a lot of room running, and then, of course, there was a sack that kind of ended that drive too. And then we definitely saw there in the first quarter where they just had a big run with their quarterback, Noah Stewart, who managed to find a gap on that left side, and he ran forward and got that first down. So they've shown these big gains that they can get. They just haven't been able to put it all together to get down into the red zone, but they have shown they are right there.
All right, look, Brophy close, but let's see if they can turn around the second half. Down 10-0. Huskies going to get the ball to start the second half. That is why that field goal block that got returned for a touchdown is so huge, because what would have been potentially a 3-3 or 3-0 game at halftime had he missed the field goal, right? That didn't. If it didn't get blocked, then we're looking at a potential 3-0 or 3-3 game going into halftime. Now you're down 10-0 after it got blocked and returned for a touchdown. The thing that's different in high school in terms of block PAT to a block field goal, block PAT, they just blow it dead, and then for a field goal, if they block it, you can pick it up and try to return it. So that's the difference. A little confusion there, but we'll see if the Broncos defense that it's actually done has only given up 3 points tonight
That is
able
definitely
to
a
get
little-
a stop coming out here in the second half.
That is definitely a little bit of a confusion rule, because we saw that's what happened to the Brophy players, where it looked like they were starting to come off the sideline, and I think it definitely fooled the both of us for a second, thinking maybe the play was blown dead. We kind of saw a lot of players were just kind of accepting it was down, but then there were 3 guys down on that back side that realized, hey, no, this is not down yet.
Yeah, we'll see how that plays out here in the second half. 10-0 lead for the Huskies. Jack Carson kicking away for the Broncos, and the second half is underway. It's going to be a deep kick, and that's going to go out of the back of the end zone, and that's going to be 1st and 10 for the Huskies at their own 20-yard line. So we'll see if this Broncos defense that's been lights out so far, only giving up 3 points, and that's when the Huskies had really good starting field position inside the Bronco 30. Since then, only been able to drive, but haven't been able to get much going offensively has been Hamilton.
I think with what we've seen from Brophy's defense, especially since Hamilton scored that field goal on their first drive, which was because of a turnover on downs on Brophy's own side of the field, I think a lot of people kind of forgot about that early field goal, especially since every drive after that, Brophy's defense has stepped up big time. Now this is their first time really playing from behind.
Yeah, now the Huskies going to come out here. Scully's going to hand it off. He's going to go right up the middle. Gets 2, maybe 3 right there on the ground. That was a run by number 4, Skylar Cole. So after the gain of 3, it's going to be 2nd down and 7 from Skylar Cole. Hamilton trying to get the ground game going once again to start the second half. Receiver going to go in motion, the tight end. Scully, and the ball is on the ground, and Scully's able to recover it immediately, falls right on it, and now it's going to be 3rd down and long here for the Huskies. Luckily for the Huskies, they're able to get that one back.
Yeah, Brophy there right away, just right away. When you drop the snap, your first instinct is, I gotta die. Like, sometimes they notice it right away. The offensive line, since it's behind them, they don't seem to notice it. The quarterback just had to dive down, just take the sack there, lose the few yards.
Loss of 4 on the fumble. 3rd and 11 here. Scully going to be in the gun. Drops back, lets it go across far to the left side, and it's going to be caught. And it's going to be right at the 30-yard line. Waiting to see the official marking. It's going to be good enough for a 1st down. Ryder Noche made the tackle. And that is good enough for a Hamilton 1st down. So a gain of 11, and it's a 1st down for the Huskies. And they'll do a quarterback sneak on 1st down.
Brophy, that previous play, had only sent 3 guys rushing, and which definitely tried to drop an extra guy back. It's just they found the hole for a gain of 11, and now with the QB sneak, just right up the middle.
Yeah, on the quarterback sneak, trying a little trickery there against Brophy, trying to see how much they can get on a quarterback sneak, not expecting it on 1st and 10. Gain of 3, so it's going to be 2nd down and 7 here for the Huskies after the gain of 3 by Scully. So 2nd and 7 at their own 33. Scully's going to be in the gun.
3 guys back deep again, giving space to the receiver.
Scully's going to hand it off. They'll go right up the middle. It's going to be short of the 40. They're going to mark him down at the 38-yard line, 2 yards shy of the 40. And it's going to bring up 3rd and 2 after the gain of 5.
I think Brophy right now, they're worried about the long ball getting behind them, trying to keep the receivers in front of them. I think it's opening up a lot of space underneath that they can just run the ball.
So on 3rd and 2, they're going to hand it off once again, tackled near the marker. They're going to mark him down at the 39, 1 yard shy. 4th and 1 upcoming here for the Huskies.
This will definitely be an interesting decision. They might choose to go for it. Since it is just 1 more yard, you are up 10.
Yeah, Mason Alexander making the stop there. So 4th and 1. And it looks like Hamilton burned their first time out of the second half. So they'll have 2 remaining here, just a little over 3 minutes played to start the second half. and they lead 10-0, but that was an interesting decision to burn a timeout this early for the Huskies.
I'm definitely not a big fan of using a timeout, like especially early on in the quarter. I don't think you are either, but I would say they're probably thinking, all right, we need extra time to think about this. What we've seen is, like, they've seen their defense step up, and it's just, do you give Brophy the ball? Do you go ahead and just punt it, try to pin them far back deep? Do you go for it and risk turning over the ball on your own side of the field? As you've seen, your offense can move forward. They've definitely shown the life that they can do that. It is just 1 yard as well, but there is the risk that you'd give Brophy there is the big risk that you give Brophy the ball on your own side of the field. And not only just on your own side of the field, you'd give them the ball inside the 40.
You are correct. And it's not that I'm not a big fan of using timeouts early. It's just at the same time, it could hurt you at the end of the game, right? If you're trailing or if you're trying to potentially get the ball back, it could hurt you not having all 3 timeouts. So we'll just have to see how that plays out as this game progresses. They still have a 10-0 lead as they're going to go for it on 4th and 1. Scully's going to hand it off. He's going to bounce it out. He makes one guy miss, and he's going to have a first down across the 50. He's at the 40. He's to the 30, and he'll be tackled just shy of the 25-yard line, but a flag did fly back at the Husky 45-yard line. Personal foul against Hamilton, and that's going to back him up. And be interesting to see if Hamilton's just going to bring out the punting unit after that play.
I definitely saw what I thought could have been holding there. I thought it could have been holding just kind of right over here in front of us. It looked like one of the receivers to me, and I think I definitely heard a couple people in the crowd yell holding. But personal foul is going to definitely send them back a long ways, and I believe they'll just punt the ball here because now it puts them all the way back to where.
Yeah, so it's going to put them at the 29-yard line, so it's going to be 4th down and 11 here. So Hamilton is going to punt this one away. So Brophy getting the ball back here, and there's a timeout by the Broncos as the head coach, Jason Jewell, running down the sideline to get that timeout to avoid a penalty. So luckily for the Broncos on that one.
Yeah, one of their players definitely realized we have too many men on the field. They would have had 12 guys on the field. The flag would have been called, and he was sprinting as hard as he could. And ultimately, they just had to burn the timeout there to just avoid taking the penalty. And that would have pretty much ruled out. That would have overruled the other penalty from previously and just pushed the ball right back to where it was. You would have just gave them all that yardage back. Brophy kind of realized we can't let this happen. Let's just burn the timeout here, avoid the penalty. Let's get something going early.
Yeah, and that was a smart timeout by Coach Jewell right there to really give himself a chance, because now if you would have got the penalty, you would have given them all the yards back. They probably go for it, and who knows what happens after that. So very fortunate to not get the penalty there, get the timeout, and Hamilton's going to punt this one away. Billy Davis back to punt for Hamilton. Ryder Noche back to return for Brophy alongside Julian Ferrari, who we've seen already been able to return a 20-plus yards tonight already. And this one is going to be dropped by Julian Ferrari. Ball is on the ground, and we'll see who recovers it. Hamilton says they have it. We'll see. Referee's coming in there trying to see who was able to recover it. And Hamilton ball. So they don't get the penalty. They get the penalty called against them on 4th down after picking it up. Then Brophy calls the timeout to avoid a penalty, and then they fumble the punt, and Hamilton, just like that, with great starting field position for their offense at the Brophy 30-yard line, back to similar to their first drive when they kicked the field goal.
Well, the saying goes, sometimes you'd rather be lucky than good, and it really paid off big time. Sure, they had that one penalty that pushed them backwards, but they just got something even better and all the way down on the other side of the field.
Yeah, and they got the ball pretty much exactly where they almost, maybe a few yards back from where they would have had it had that penalty not came in on the 4th and 1 when they ran it outside. So we'll see what the Huskies can do with great starting field position after the muff punt by Brophy. Scully's going to be in the gun. We'll hand it off. Goes right up the middle, still going. And we taken down just across the 25-yard line. That was a run by number 20, Devontae Roebuck, and there is a flag that came in after the play. After the play, personal foul on Brophy. And that yardage is going to give him a automatic first down.
That's definitely that's just almost like a morale killer right there. That's just the morale deflator. It just kind of, you get that punt, you force them to a punt, you have a chance to give it back to your offense, then the fumble. Now, to back it up on top of that, it's now a personal foul against you and just gives them even more yardage.
Yeah, and Coach Jewell did not seem too happy with the explanation from the referee, but nonetheless, it's 1st and 10 for the Huskies at the Brophy 12-yard line. Just 4 minutes into this second half, and that pass going to go out of the back of the end zone, incomplete. Scully not on the same page with his receiver. He was looking for number 11, that's Roman Oliver, the sophomore wideout. He is the brother of number 3, Roy Oliver III, the USC commit, who is not playing tonight. As there was miscommunication between him and Scully, and it's going to bring up 2nd and 10 from the Bronco 12-yard line with 8:02 left to go here in the third quarter. 10-0 Huskies lead over the Broncos here at Ray Lang Field here at Central High School. Spencer Barton alongside Riley Garcia. Scully is going to hand it off to Roebuck, right side, and he's going to go into the end zone for a Husky touchdown. They take advantage of the muff punt, and then 3 plays later, they're in the end zone.
So pending the extra point here, this could make it 17-0. Currently it stands at 16. We'll see how the extra point plays off. Still a lot of time left of the game if you are Brophy. There's still a lot of time left in the game for you to turn things around. But right now, that touchdown just definitely hurts you knowing you had the punt.
So far the mistakes have come back to hurt Brophy. You had the block field goal that got returned for a touchdown before halftime, and then to start the second half after a muffed punt, then as the PAT is no good right there, so 16-0 our score, Hamilton over Brophy. But then you have the muffed punt, and then 3 plays later, Hamilton puts the ball in the end zone once again, this time for the first time offensively, and it's 16-0 they lead. So if you're the Broncos, we'll see if they're able to climb out of this hole here with 7:57 still left to go in the third quarter.
Especially with the PAT being missed, now it still kind of keeps it a 2-score game if you think about it, because the 2-point conversions could both be 8, and then you're tied back up at 16. So you technically keep it at a 2-score game. Do you go for the 2-point conversions if you get the touchdown here? Do you go for it now? Especially since at the moment, we're still 8 minutes left in the third.
Yeah, and I know exactly what you're talking about. It's a 2 to 3 possession game depending on how you think of it. If you go for 2 points and you get them, it's 2 possessions. Or it's 3 if you kick the PAT twice and then you kick a field goal. So that it just depending on how you want to play it if you're Brophy, right? It's a 2 to 3 possession game.
Yeah, it's just definitely something to think about. It definitely keeps Hamilton guessing as well, especially if they get down that far. Do they decide, do you try to be aggressive and cut this into a 2-score game and you go for the 2-point conversion, knowing that if you miss it, it's now going to be a 3-score game. Now you're down by 10 again.
It'll be interesting to see as Julian Ferrari and Ryder Noche back to return for the Broncos, and they are not going to return this. That goes into the end zone for a touchback, and the Broncos will start from their own 20.
So let's see how the Brophy offense decides to play it here from the 20-yard line. They definitely know this is the drive they have to put it all together, and they know that.
Yeah, their offense has had chances. They've gone down the field. They've been in plus territory twice. One, they threw an interception. The other was a blocked field goal that got returned for a touchdown. We'll see how Brophy plays the second half here, as the ground game has been very efficient for the Broncos. Stewart going to be in the gun. They're going to hand it off. Cuts it back inside up the middle. And we got a gain of 3 on the play.
I definitely saw that hole open up here on the near side, and it looks like he tried to hit that hole. Then he tried to cut back inside, and the defenders just came in and closed in on him. But I think he would have had a little more room had he kept running the same direction towards the sideline. Instead, I think he just tried to see if he could cut that gap knowing they would have been running that way, tried to cut behind them.
Yeah, after the gain of 3, 2nd and 7, that was a run by Kinkle. That was Noche. They went in motion. They passed to him. It's going to be complete. Makes one guy miss. He's going to the 35 to the 40, and he's going to be taken down around the 43-yard line. Ryder Noche on the reception, and that's good enough for a Bronco first down.
That is definitely the big play that they needed.
Yeah, Ryder Noche, the Colgate commit with the play.
Yeah, so at the 43-yard line.
So gain of 20 right there for Ryder Noche. There's an injured player on the field. We're going to take a quick break with 7:12 to go. 16-0, Hamilton leads.
APAC is your one-stop source for all your automotive and heavy-duty air conditioning parts, supplies, and equipment. They're family-owned and have been the Valley's go-to for all your auto AC needs since 1982. Whether it's for your everyday or vintage car, commercial, or off-road vehicle or equipment, APAC has you covered. Call APAC, AA-PAK, the AC experts at 602-254-1116 and ask for the Varsity Special to get 10% off your purchase. Hey guys, Vince here to talk about Angel Dentistry. It's where my wife and I have gone for over 10 years, and we trust them with our routine and extensive dental care because they care. Dr. Amber Angel is an Arizona native, born in the town of Miami, and has been practicing in the Valley over 20 years. For general to comprehensive dental services, call 602-788-2008. Located off of Cave Creek Road just north of the 101 in North Phoenix. Angel Dentistry, proud supporters of our young people and proud partners of the Varsity Sports Show.
And we are back here, Varsity Sports Show, coverage of varsity football here at Central High School. Spencer Barton, Riley Garcia. It is 1st down and 10 for the Brophy Broncos at their own 43 after a 20-yard reception by Ryder Noche. They'll hand it off, and he's going to be taken down in the backfield for a loss of 1 on the play. And it's going to bring up 2nd down immediately for the Broncos after that injury timeout.
Might be a loss of 2, possibly. No. They just said no gain.
Actually, no gain, actually. So it's going to be 2nd down and 10 here for the Broncos. But Ryder Noche, the Colgate commit, made that big explosive play for the Broncos.
Definitely big to get back to the line of scrimmage there because the Huskies got through behind the line of scrimmage. They got to him in the backfield.
Yeah, good effort there by the tailback for Brophy. Stewart going to be in the gun. Drops back on play action, and it's going to be intercepted. He's back at the 40. He's to the 30, the 20, to the 10, to the 5, and it's a touchdown for the Huskies. And that's a pick 6 for the Huskies. That was by number 4, Skylar Cole, who currently with one offer by NAU right now. He's trying to get a couple more here in his senior season. And boy, does he have a touchdown to open up this one, a pick 6. Stewart and his receiver not on the same page, and Cole takes it for a pick 6 from 55 yards out.
I think it looked like who they were trying to target there was Carter Chamberlain, and it looked like they tried to target him. I'm pretty sure it was his number. I saw him stick his hand up in the air like he was calling for the pass, and the ball sailed behind him.
The PAT is up, and it's no good again. So it's 22-0. Hamilton leads here over Brophy with 6:12 left to go in the 3rd quarter. But for the Broncos, another turnover leads to 6 the other way for Hamilton. The last time these two played, Brophy had 4 turnovers in that game. Tonight, they already have 3.
Yeah, those turnovers are definitely the mistakes. They've really come back to haunt him.
And 15 points off turnovers. So if you look at it, if you take away the points off turnovers, which we obviously can't do, but if you do, it's 7-0 game. It's a close one in this one. So we'll see how Brophy responds after the pick 6 thrown by Noah Stewart. We'll see how he responds. But Skylar Cole, though, having himself a night, he's had a couple big runs tonight and now a pick 6.
Yeah, you've seen the Huskies. They've taken advantage when Brophy has turned it over and giving the ball, especially on their own side of the field. The Huskies have managed to take advantage of it. especially when a lot of the points are not being scored offensively, but they're being scored off of on special teams, on defense.
And a timeout by Hamilton, so that's their second. They'll have one timeout remaining here in the second half. Obviously, I know you're up 22-0, but still, those timeouts could be crucial, especially in certain situations if you're the Huskies. But the Huskies came in number 2 in 6A. They were undefeated in the regular season last year, didn't lose until the semifinals to Chandler. They come in this year as a 17th ranked team nationally, according to Max Preps, only trailing in Arizona the Basha Bears, who are the defending Open State champions. And so far, they've done a good job tonight. They lead 22-0 over Brophy, the number 5 ranked team in 6A, according to Max Preps.
Yeah, I think definitely from what we had expected, especially with these two teams, especially from what we've at least been seeing from these teams on defense, is this would be a tightly congested nail biter between both teams. Especially we've seen that from Brophy's defense with how they've stepped up, but the mistakes offensively have just come back to haunt Brophy in this matchup.
Yeah, 15 points off 3 Brophy turnovers have been the difference so far in this one. 6:12 left to go in the third quarter, and we are back underway. And Broncos will not return it. That goes into the end zone. They'll start at their own 20 once again.
Especially when you look at it, is that the field goal was off a turnover on downs. Then you have that first touchdown over here where they ran it in. That was also on a fumbled punt.
Correct. That was after a 6-play drive by Hamilton that resulted in the punt. Then the fumble, they recovered it at the 30-yard line of Brophy, and then 3 plays later, with the help of a penalty against Brophy, then they rushed it in from 12 yards out. So both 2 times Hamilton has scored has been inside Brophy's 30-yard line where they've started. The other one was a blocked field goal that went for a touchdown. And there's a penalty against Brophy that's going to back them up to their own 10, so that's where they'll be starting out for their next drive. They'll start at their own 10-yard line. Stewart going to be in the gun. He's going to drop back to pass. He's looking downfield, can't see anything, rolls to his left, keeps his eyes downfield. He's going to take off, avoids one tackler, and will get out of bounds.
Let's see.
They're going to mark
where
him.
They mark this at.
They are marking it down at the 20-yard line.
Second down and 1 to go.
Yeah, second and about inch. Nope, actually, based off the marking, it's good enough for a Brophy first down. So Noah Stewart using his legs once again to pick up a first down for the Broncos.
That's 2 rushing first downs that he got.
So Stewart now in the gun, following the 10-yard pickup for a first down. Play action, complete, and down immediately at the 25-yard line. That was caught
by McNabb.
That was Donovan McNabb Jr. with the reception, the UNLV commit, going to play for Dan Mullen and the Rebels. So after the gain of 5, 2nd and 5 upcoming for the Broncos. Stewart in the gun. Student section trying to get behind the Broncos here. Looking for McNabb down the left sideline, incomplete. Stewart and McNabb not on the same page there, just a little out of bounds on that one.
Just out of reach, just over his hand. That's the second time we've seen something like that down the sideline, or it just missed his fingertips there. He tried his only chance was to try and haul it in one-handed there on the sideline, and it was just over his head.
Yeah, that's a couple times we've seen that where it's just out of the reach of McNabb. Looks like McNabb is the go-to target for Noah Stewart. Just haven't been able to be on the same page as much tonight as they would have liked to so far. Still 5:20 to go in the third quarter as it brings up 3rd down and 4 here at the 26, at their own 26 for the Broncos as Noah Stewart is in the gun. He's going to drop back. He looks left side. It's going to be caught by Ferrari, and he is out of bounds. And that's good enough for a Bronco first down across the 30, around the 32-yard line. So another first down for the Broncos.
He managed to find that opening there for a gain of 6 and keep this drive going.
Yeah, for the Broncos, the crowd, they're trying to get behind this team, down 22-0, trying to make a big comeback in this one. So far, doing a good job on this drive.
Especially any first down you get is a good thing.
Stewart, 2 of 3 on the drive. He's going to be in the gun. Stewart's going to drop back, left side, quickly, fires, complete to McNabb, and he's out of bounds. So good gain of 3, maybe 4 right there for Donovan McNabb Jr.
Yep, I think they said just about 4 yards there on that completion.
It's a gain of 4, 2nd and 6 at their own 36. 5:10 left to go here in the third quarter. 22-0 Hamilton leads over the Brophy Broncos. Brophy looking for the upset tonight over the 17th ranked national Hamilton Huskies. Stewart in the gun, gonna drop back, completes it to his tailback. He's crossed the 40 to the 45, and he'll fight forward for an extra 1 to 2 yards as he's down around the 47-yard line. That's good enough for another Bronco first down. That was caught by number 22, Eli Price, right there on the reception.
Noah Stewart, you saw there, he was under pressure and just had just had to quickly turn, just give it to his running back on the check down route and able to pick up a big gain for a first down.
Seeing a lot of short passes go for big gains for Brophy here on this drive. Stewart doing a good job completing passes on this one. Stewart under pressure immediately. The blitz and the ball's on the ground. It's still on the ground. Hamilton's going to pick it up, and it's a fumble recovery for Hamilton. And they'll have a first down and 10 inside the Broncos' 30-yard line.
Oh, and the flag just came in after the play.
So a fumble, and the turnovers continue here for the Broncos. They brought a blitz, and that caused the fumble on the hit on Stewart.
It was a safety blitz from over here. I saw the safety come running in, and as soon as he snapped it, he was right there in a perfect spot, already in a running motion, just like he kind of knew when the snap was coming, or that Brophy snapped at the wrong time, and the gap opened up.
After the play, unsportsmanlike conduct on the offense, on Hamilton, so that's going to push him back. So we'll see where they're going to spot the ball officially for where Hamilton will start with the ball this time. But had they not had the penalty, they would have been inside the 30-yard line once again, and both times they've done that tonight, they've been able to score points.
This time they'll take it just short of just inside that 45-yard line.
Yeah, they mark it at the 43-yard line of the Broncos, so we'll see what Hamilton can do here after another turnover for the Broncos. That's their 4th turnover of the game. That matches how many turnovers they had the last time these two played. So far, Hamilton's been able to take advantage with 15 points off 3 turnovers so far. Scully going to be in the gun. Fires cross left side, and it's going to be caught and tackled across the 25 to the 24-yard line, and that's a first down for the Huskies. That was caught by number 12, Christian Riley. Him and Scully have been doing a good job connecting on some passes already, and there's another one right there. So after the 17-yard pickup, Scully going to be in the gun. They'll hand it off to Cole. Breaks one tackle. He's going to have to get tackled near the first down, but a flag came in during the run. Cole with a pick 6 already tonight, looking for another touchdown to add here on the season opener. We'll wait to hear the official call on the flag.
Definitely a lot of flags have come in this game.
It's going to be holding against Hamilton, so that's going to back them up. So it's going to be first down and 20 upcoming for the Huskies. But for the Huskies, Riley, you would admit the offense has done pretty well sometimes, but the penalties have ended up costing them on drives so far.
Yeah, the Huskies offense has definitely just like Brophy's, has shown the signs of life. And it's just their drives usually got stalled out off of penalties. It's just Brophy's drives have stalled out on turnovers.
So after the penalty, first and 20 at their own 30 at the Bronco 36-yard line. Scully directing traffic as Black goes in motion. Scully's going to hand it off to Roebuck, and he's going to be tackled immediately in the backfield.
You know, and the difference between a drive stalling out off of a turnover or off of a penalty that forces you to punt. That's been the big difference in this game.
John Michael in the backfield making that tackle one more time. That was another tackle for loss for John Michael. That was a loss of 1. It's 2nd and 21 here for the Broncos at the Bronco 37-yard line. So 2nd and 21 here for the Huskies. Scully's going to drop back. Lets it go down the left sideline and incomplete.
He definitely had some pressure there in front of him, and he just had to try and throw it up and kind of hope there was a receiver there in the area. And there wasn't, and sails out of bounds.
So 3rd down upcoming here for the Huskies at the Bronco 37-yard line. Trying to take advantage of the fumble by Stewart that was recovered by Hamilton. Trying to extend this lead. 22-0 Huskies lead over the Broncos. 3:03 left to go in the 3rd quarter. Spencer Barton, Riley Garcia calling the game here. Scully in the backfield, in the gun. Scully's going to hand it off to Roebuck. Cuts it back inside, and we tackled around the 30-yard line. And it's going to bring up 4th down here for the Huskies.
Now bring in their field goal unit.
They're going to mark him just shy of the 30 at the 31-yard line, so picked up 6. It's 4th and 15 here upcoming for Hamilton, and they're going to bring out the field goal unit. This is going to be a 48-yard attempt by the Huskies. Preston Olson, the kicker here for Hamilton. He's 1 for 1 on field goals. Field goal is up, and it is good. Preston Olson from 48 yards out extends the lead for the Huskies, 25-0. So make it 18 points off 4 Bronco turnovers tonight as the Huskies extend their lead.
That was definitely just a really close field goal. It got very close to that left post. And for a second, I thought that might just miss it and just barely stays inside the uprights.
Yeah, and we talk about some of the missed PATs, right? But Preston Olson on field goals is 2 for 2. And both from 40 plus, so really good job by Preston Olson on the field goals.
It definitely makes up for your missed PATs early. Kicking those 2 long field goals there is definitely something you'll remember is, oh, I made 2 long field goals. You'll kind of forget about the PATs, I would think, but I would think he's also going to be thinking, well, I missed the PAT, but I made it up with the field goals.
Yeah, and absolutely, and especially really long field goals too. But the Huskies, once again, take advantage of another Brophy turnover and turn it into points the other way. So we'll see what the Broncos can do here in the second half, as both possessions for them have been turned over. One was a pick 6, and the other was a fumble. So we'll see what the Broncos offense can do here for their 3rd drive of the second half. As this one will be returned by Julian Ferrari. And he's going to be hit immediately. Not getting much on that one. There's a flag on the play as well. Wait for the official call on that one.
This flag came in a hurry as soon as that play.
Yeah, Ferrari did not get very far. He just got just past the 15-yard line. It looks like they're marking it at the 17.
I think they're saying it might be a hold on Brophy is what it looks like.
And if that were to be the case, they'd be backed up inside their own 10-yard line for their 3rd drive of the second half. It's going to be a hold against Brophy, so back them up, and they're going to be now starting at their own 7-yard line. And if we're listening, just some of their starting field position, it was the 20-yard line, their own 20, their own 10, then it was their own 36, their own 25, then they were in plus territory at the 46 right before halftime, and then they were at their own 20, then their own 10, and then their own 7. So other than that one drive right before the half, they have not had really good starting field position, minus the one where they started their own 36.
Yeah, they've managed to be pinned down just off of kickoffs. They've managed to be pinned down deep, especially in this half.
And Stewart's going to hand that one off right up the middle, get a 1st down and more, just shy of the 20-yard line at the 19. Pickup of 12, and that is a 1st down for the Broncos.
That's definitely a good way to get going there. Just one handoff, immediately get a 1st down, and to move the chains immediately here in on your drive still. Just about under 2 minutes to go here in the third quarter.
Yeah, just under 2 minutes to go in the third quarter. 25-point lead for the Huskies. Stewart's going to be in the gun after the 12-yard pickup on the ground. Stewart out left side is going to be caught and tackled immediately. He goes tackled out of bounds. Tackle made by number 0, J.J. Diaz. Carter Chamblin with the reception for Brophy. Gain of 5, so 2nd and 5 upcoming here for the Broncos. So we'll see what the Broncos have here on 2nd and 5. So the clock continues to wind down in the third quarter. Stewart going to be in the gun. Tailback, Scout Kinkle to the right of Stewart. Tight end goes in motion. They'll hand it off to Kinkle. Try to bounce it outside the left. Makes one guy miss, and he'll be tackled. As you'll get a gain of 1 on the play there, right at the 25-yard line. So it's going to bring up 3rd down and 4. As there's an injured Husky on the play. We're going to take a quick commercial break. 25-0 Huskies lead. It'll be 3rd and 4 upcoming for the Broncos when we return.
Drop back. Steps.
APAC is your one-stop source for all your automotive and heavy-duty air conditioning parts, supplies, and equipment. They're family-owned and have been the Valley's go-to for all your auto AC needs since 1982. Whether it's for your everyday or vintage car, commercial, or off-road vehicle or equipment, APAC has you covered. Call APAC, AA-PAK, the AC experts at 602-254-1116 and ask for the Varsity Special to get 10% off your purchase. The Angry Crab Shack in Tempe, with an experience so good it remains indescribable, with something for every seafood lover. Try one of their amazing custom seafood boils, sandwiches, appetizers, and salads. Angry Crab Shack Tempe is located east of I-10 on Warner Road, 480-674-3847. The Angry Crab Shack in Tempe. Come ready to eat.
And we are back here at the Varsity Sports Show. Spencer Barton alongside Riley Garcia here, here at Central High School. Stewart going to drop back, fires outside. It's going to be complete to Donovan McNabb Jr., and he's going to be out around the first down marker. We'll see if they mark it for a first down, but a great job by McNabb Jr., the UNLV commit.
I think he got the first down there. That's where I saw his feet go out of bounds.
Yep, it was good enough for a first down, and he got a gain of 5, and that's good enough for a Bronco first down with 34 seconds to remain here in the third quarter. Now, Riley, Donovan McNabb Jr. is definitely getting a bigger part of the offense here, a bigger part of the workload, I should say, here in the second half. Looks like him and Stewart found a way to be on the same page here.
It definitely just seems like with the deeper passes downfield, they just haven't been able to find each other. But on all of those short passes, he's managed to be their target. He gets them short and manages to pick up a big gain and able to always pick up enough yards for the first.
Well, McNabb Jr. goes in motion. Stewart going to roll out to his left immediately, being chased. Looks downfield, and it's going to be caught. But did he get the feet down inbounds? Referee's going to have a discussion. That was caught by number 13, Julian Ferrari. It's going to be incomplete, so it's going to bring up 2nd down and 10 here for the Broncos.
Just couldn't keep his feet in bounds. I think it's just the ball was a little too far out in front of him. He was just kind of forced to run after and just kind of hope his foot stayed in.
Yeah, this Husky defense is quick, and they showed it right there. They were coming right after Stewart, and Stewart just had to get rid of it. Luckily for it not to be deflected or intercepted by the Husky defense.
Stewart's had to move around in that backfield a little bit to try and keep pressure off of him.
So 2nd and 10 following the incompletion at their own 30-yard line. Stewart going to be in the gun. Quickly fires, and it's going to be caught. Tackle made at the line to gain. Looks like they're going to mark him down just shy of the 40 at the 39. Gave him a gain of 9, and it's going to be 3rd down and 1. That was caught by number 18, Brady Powell, the tight end for this Broncos offense. 3rd down and 1 here for the Broncos, as that's going to conclude the third quarter. It is 25-0, the Hamilton Huskies lead over the Brophy Broncos. We're going to take a quick commercial break. We'll be back for the start of the fourth quarter.
The Angry Crab Shack in Tempe, with an experience so good it remains indescribable, with something for every seafood lover. Try one of their amazing custom seafood boils, sandwiches, appetizers, and salads. Angry Crab Shack Tempe is located east of I-10 on Warner Road, 480-674-3847. The Angry Crab Shack in Tempe. Come ready to eat. Hey guys, Vince here to talk about Angel Dentistry. It's where my wife and I have gone for over 10 years, and we trust them with our routine and extensive dental care because they care. Dr. Amber Angel is an Arizona native, born in the town of Miami, and has been practicing in the Valley over 20 years. For general to comprehensive dental services, call 602-788-2008. Located off of Cave Creek Road just north of the 101 in North Phoenix. Angel Dentistry, proud supporters of our young people and proud partners of the Varsity Sports Show.
And we are back here for the Varsity Sports Show at Ray Lang Field here at Central High School. Riley Garcia, Spencer Barton here for a match between the Brophy Broncos and the 17th ranked national Hamilton Huskies. It's 25-0. Hamilton leads over Brophy as we start the fourth quarter. It's 3rd and 1 for the Broncos at their own 39-yard line. Powell goes in motion. Stewart's going to be in the gun here, and there's going to be a flag before the snap. It's going to be for a full start against Brophy. Back them up 5 yards. It's going to be now 3rd down and 6 as the miscues just keep coming up for the Broncos.
It looked like what they tried to do there was they were trying to bunch up that inside at the offensive line. They just try and see if they could. It looked like they were going to try and run the ball there. And unfortunately, Julian Ferrari just ended up jumping on a false start there. He thought he heard this. He thought he heard the go, and he took off there. And
so 3rd down and 6 here for the Broncos following the false start penalty. So we start the fourth quarter. Stewart's going to be in the gun. Pressure coming from the Huskies. Stewart gets rid of it quickly. It's caught by Powell, and he fights for the first down and a little bit more. He's going to be marked down at the 47, 48-yard line. And that's good enough for a Bronco first down. Brady Powell once again with another reception for the Broncos, and it's a first down.
I think where he initially caught it, he looked short of the first down, and he managed to push his way free, and then just lunged forward there and got the first down.
And there's another injured player on the field. We're going to take a quick commercial break. We'll be back. 25-0 Huskies lead. First and 10 Broncos when we return.
APAC is your one-stop source for all your automotive and heavy-duty air conditioning parts, supplies, and equipment. They're family-owned and have been the Valley's go-to for all your auto AC needs since 1982. Whether it's for your everyday or vintage car, commercial, or off-road vehicle or equipment, APAC has you covered. Call APAC, AAPAK, the AC experts at 602-254-1116 and ask for the Varsity Special to get 10% off your purchase.
Back here at the Varsity Sports Show, Spencer Barton, Riley Garcia on the call. It is a lunar eclipse we got going on right there during this game. 25-0 Hamilton leads over Brophy. It is 1st and 10 for the Broncos following a first down reception by the tight end, Brady Powell. And Stewart's going to be a play action pass. Stewart under pressure, avoids a sack, and he's going to use his legs once again, picks up a couple yards across the 45 and they're going to mark him down at the 46-yard line on a slide. Fans want a flag. Is going to bring up 2nd down.
I think it was a late hit there on the quarterback. He slid down, and he got hit afterwards. I think that's what they might call it.
It's a gain of 3 right there. I don't see a flag on the field for it. Oh, it looks like there is a personal foul. They're going to call a face mask on Hamilton. So that's going to be, with the penalty yardage, a 15-yard penalty, and that's an automatic first down for the Broncos. And they're now into Husky territory once again. So that was a 3-yard run on the play by Noah Stewart. And with the penalty yardage, the ball is now placed at the Husky 39-yard line. So 1st and 10 for the Broncos. So Noah Stewart once again using his legs to pick up a couple yardage and able to draw the flag that time and moves the sticks once again for this Brophy offense. So following the penalty, 1st and 10, Broncos at the Husky 39. Stewart going to be in the gun. Hamilton trying to bring pressure. Stewart drops back, and he's going to be sacked in the backfield for a loss. Multiple Husky defenders in on that one. Sacked by number 7, Mitchell Rayner, who already has an interception today, and number 58, Derek LeBlanc Jr. Talked about Mitchell Rayner earlier with the interception. He was a first-team All-6A Fiesta region last year. 2 picks with 100 tackles, 20 of them for loss, and a 3.41 GPA, and he's doing a great job here in the season opener. He already has an interception and now a sack to go along with it.
They sent pressure in there. They sent everybody on that blitz. I saw the 2 middle linebackers crashed in, and Stewart was just not able to escape them. He was able to escape one, but not the other.
So following the loss of 6 on the sack, it's 2nd and 16. Stewart's going to drop back to pass. Little halfback screen. Finds Kinkle, and he's going to be taken down for a loss of a yard. It's going to be 3rd and 17 upcoming here for the Broncos. Hamilton is flying to the football.
Yeah, they tried to do a screen pass to open up some space, and it looked like the screen was a little bit of a high pass, and it managed to buy enough time that the Huskies just got in there and they swarmed around the football. And they were not able to get any space there.
So now 3rd and very long once again for Brophy. They are at the Husky 46-yard line with about 9.5 to go here in the 4th quarter of the season opener between the Brophy Broncos, number 5 in 6A, and the number 2 in 6A and the 17th ranked team nationally, according to Max Preps, the Hamilton Huskies.
Stewart's in the backfield by himself here.
Stewart empty backfield with a 5 wide out set. Drops back to pass, looking downfield. He's got hit when he threw, and it's going to be intercepted by the Huskies, and they're taking it the other way. One guy to beat. He's at the 20, to the 10, to the 5, and it's a pick 6 once again for the Huskies. That was returned by number 2, Keaton Fields, the junior, with the pick 6. But it looks like whistles are blowing. It'd be a 53-yard pick 6 if it stood. Referees are discussing. Looks like there may have been a flag on the return. Looks like it will be an interception. Once again, that'll be the 5th turnover of the game. It will go down as an interception for Keaton Fields.
Illegal block on the return team. 10-yard penalty enforcement from the spot of the infraction will result in 1st and 10 Huskies.
So it negates the 53-yard pick 6. It was a block in the back during the return on Hamilton.
Unsportsmanlike conduct on the defense. An additional 15-yard penalty.
And an unsportsmanlike against Hamilton as well. So add an additional 15. So that will back them up even more. But for the Huskies, they get the ball back once again, and the turnovers continue to mount for this Bronco offense, as it looked like Noah Stewart's arm got hit as he threw that one, and Donovan McNabb Jr. just couldn't get up high enough to come down with it. Instead, Keaton Fields does, and just like that, the Huskies have the ball once again, as they'll start with the ball at their own 46 following the penalties.
Should be the 36-yard line.
Sorry, make that the 36-yard line. My apologies. 36-yard line is where the Huskies will start with the ball, 1st and 10.
No worry, man, I got you.
Thank you for that. So now, following the interception, it'll bring out the offense. Scully in the gun here for the Huskies. They'll hand it off, try to bounce it outside between the tackles, and that was a great job right there by number 8, Ezra Benjamin, to come in to make the stop on number 20, Devontae Roebuck.
Roebuck was able to break free off of one guy, but that one, I couldn't see who it was, but they managed to hold him just long enough to allow the rest of the Brophy players to come running in and the swarm on him once Roebuck broke free.
And they marked the ball at 37, so that was a gain of 1. So now it's 2nd and 9 from the 38. Scully going to be in the gun. Going to drop back, looking to pass downfield. He's going to let it go. He's got a man open. It's Oliver, and incomplete just over the intended target, number 11, Roman Oliver. And it's going to bring up 3rd and 9. Jack Scully showing off the arm strength a little bit there, but 3rd down and 9 upcoming for the Huskies. Roman Oliver, number 11, is the brother of Roy Oliver III, who is not playing tonight. Roy Oliver III is a USC commit. He was the leading receiver on this Husky team last year and in this game a season ago, not playing tonight. But the second leading receiver in the game last year and on the season, his brother Roman Oliver, has been able to play tonight, and he's shown exactly why he's the number 1 go-to target for Jack Scully tonight. But 3rd and 9 following the incompletion. Scully's going to drop back to pass. Lets it go left sideline and incomplete just off the hands of his intended target, number 80, Jordan Black, but a flag came in following the incompletion. Wait to hear the official word with 8:11 left to go here in the 4th quarter. Pass interference against Hamilton. Penalty is going to be declined. It's going to be 4th down. And we'll see if Hamilton decides to bring out the punting unit. It looks like they'll decide to bring out the punting unit here with 8:11 left to go here in the 4th. And for the Broncos, their defense gets another 3 and out. So Billy Davis back to punt here for Hamilton once again. Back to return for the Broncos is number 13, Julian Ferrari, who already has a muff punt tonight, along with number 9, Ryder Noche, the Colgate commit. And the punt is away. Noche is going to return this one, and he's going to break one tackle across the 35 and down at the 38 yard line. Doing a good job breaking the tackle. Christian Riley tried to make the tackle for Hamilton. Ryder Noche spins out of it and picks up an additional 2 to 3 yards. So 1st and 10 for the Huskies at their own 1st and 10 for the Broncos at their own 38 yard line.
He managed to just avoid one guy, then broke free off of the other guy. He was able to get a nice gain there on the punt.
So Stewart comes back out leading this Bronco offense. 8 minutes exact left to go in the 4th quarter. 25-0 Huskies lead over the Broncos. Stewart's going to be in the gun. He's going to drop back. Quickly gets it out to Eli Price on the right side. Gets a blocker. He's across the 45 and pushed out around the 47-yard line. It's going to be near the line to gain. But a good gain on 1st down for the Broncos. Going to be near the sticks. They're going to mark it down at the 47-yard line. So it gets a gain of 9. 2nd and 1 upcoming for the Broncos.
9-yard gain out to the 47. 2nd and 1.
So Eli Price getting involved in the pass game.
See what they decide to go with here.
So following the pickup of 9 by Eli Price on the reception, Stewart's going to be in the gun. Stewart drops back, fires left side. It's going to be caught, breaks a tackle inside the 40 to the 30, inside the 25, and he's pushed out of bounds around the 20-yard line. That's going to be good enough for a Bronco 1st down.
Drop back.
That's going
Steps up. He's going to let it go down the field. And it's going to be underthrown. And it's going to be almost intercepted.
Carter Champlin on the reception. And another explosive play for the Broncos as they're inside the 25. Stewart going to be in the gun. Drops back. Fires complete to Donovan McNabb Jr. for a gain of a couple, and he gets down immediately.
So this is now the first time the Broncos have been inside the red zone. This drive, they finally got things going their way.
So after the gain of 3, it's going to be 2nd and 7 from the Husky 18-yard line. So the Broncos down in the red zone for the first time tonight. trying to put points on the board here late in the fourth quarter. Coming up on 7 minutes left to go in the fourth, 25-0 Hamilton leads. Stewart going to be in the gun with a bunch formation. Stewart keeps it on the read option, bounces outside. He's inside the 10 and will go out of bounds around the 8-yard line. There is a flag on the play as he went out of bounds. We'll wait to hear the official call, but once again, Noah Stewart, great vision right there. Saw the defensive end coming on the edge, decides to keep it, bounces outside with his legs once again, and picks up what would have been a first down. Wait to hear the official call, though.
Can't see what they're discussing over there.
It's going to be a hold against Brophy, so that's going to back him up, so negates the first down run by Noah Stewart.
10-yard penalty enforcement from the spot of the foul will result in replay second down.
And it just seems like when Brophy gets a first down or a big play, a penalty brings it back. That has been a key theme tonight here for the Broncos, as it's going to bring up now second down and 8 from the 18. So that will bring it back, though. So unfortunately, not a first down, but it'll be second down once again here. 6:54 left to play in the fourth quarter here at Ray Lang Field at Central High School. Spencer Barton, Riley Garcia here on the call.
So they said 10 yards from the spot of the foul. That would mean the foul happened, the hold would happen right up there.
Yeah, so it would have been a first down at the 8 had the run been successful, but that's where the foul occurred, is right when he went out of bounds. So we're going to be in the gun with an empty backfield. He's going to let it go to the end zone, looking for Chamblin, and it's out of bounds, incomplete over the intended target, Chamblin, and it'll bring up third down upcoming here for Brophy.
I think what they wanted to try and do there was a fade route to the corner of the end zone, and it just sailed over his head.
Yeah, Stewart put a little too much on it there. Looking for Chamblin once again. Chamblin and Stewart have done a good job here tonight. Seemed like when they target Chamblin, Chamblin's been able to haul it in tonight, especially down the field, as he had that big long reception that got him into the red zone for the first time. So 3rd and 8 from the Husky 18-yard line. First trip in the red zone tonight for the Broncos. Stewart's going to be in the gun. Donovan McNabb Jr. one-on-one at the top of your screen. Huskies show pressure, and there's a flag before the snap. It's going to be offsides on the defense. Got a little over-anxious trying to come in, trying to show the blitz there was Hamilton, and instead will give a free 5 yards to Brophy. So bring up 3rd and 3 now here for the Broncos at the Husky 13-yard line.
I saw the safety try and do the same thing that they managed to blitz through to get the fumble. They tried to do the same thing again. This time Hamilton waited on the snap, or Brophy, they waited on the snap, and then right when he was in the neutral zone, they snapped it, and it's offsides.
Yeah, Stewart once again doing a great job there. Saw it coming, decided to hold off, didn't snap it right away, gets him to jump off sides, and as a result, it gets a free 5 yards. Now 3rd and short here for the Broncos. Stewart's going to drop back. He's going to fire outside. Incomplete. He was looking for Donovan McNabb Jr., and it's going to bring up 4th and 3 here for the Broncos with 6:44 left to go.
Noche they targeted there.
Oh, sorry. That was
I think.
So 4th and 3 up coming after the incompletion. We'll see what the Broncos decide to do. Try to get some points on the board here with just under 7 minutes to go in the fourth here in the season opener against the 17th ranked Hamilton Huskies. They're going to go for it on 4th and 3. Stewart's going to be in the gun. Eli Price, the tailback, is offset left of Stewart. Hamilton showing pressure. Stewart under pressure quickly. It's going to be caught for a first down, breaks a tackle, and he's into the end zone for a Brophy Broncos touchdown. That was number 13, Julian Ferrari, with the reception touchdown.
Julian Ferrari able to haul in another pass today, and this time it's going to come
up. He's going to let it go down the
for a touchdown. Actually, they managed to swarm on him just like before. He spins away and runs in the extra 5-6 yards for that touchdown.
Yeah, it looked like he was going to be tackled immediately. As soon as he caught it, broke free and runs into the end zone. And the Broncos are on the board for the first time tonight and on the season. And the fumble on the PAT, and it's going to be no good as the ball comes free, but it's going to be no good because it was a PAT. So it's 25-6. Hamilton leads over Brophy with 6:40 left to go here in the fourth quarter. Here at Central High School, Ray Lang Field, Spencer Barton, Riley Garcia on the call. Riley, Julian Ferrari, he did have a muff punt earlier that gave Hamilton that let Hamilton go right down the field and score, but he makes up for it with a touchdown, and it be the first touchdown of the season for the Broncos.
Yeah, but I think sure, it could be too little too late at this point, but also when you get a touchdown late in the game, you just try to see just what you can do, what you can build off of going into next week, and this is definitely something that they'll look back on and be like, hey, sure, we definitely struggled in the first half. The turnovers cost us, but there at the end of the game with the touchdown to Ferrari, this is just going to be like, hey, let's move on from this. We know what we messed up on. We're gonna rebound from this, and let's build some momentum off of that touchdown.
Absolutely, I totally agree with you. Build some momentum going into next week for sure. Obviously, this game's still a long way from being over. It could be a little too late. You are correct, but still, it's still 6:40 to play. Still a lot of football. Wait to see how this one plays out. But for Brophy, the offense, we've talked about it. They've been able to move the football. They've turned the ball over a lot tonight. They turned it over five times tonight. So that's been really a key of emphasis on this game. They had 4 last year. They've had 5 tonight. And Hamilton's been able to put points on the board as a result. So had that not been the case, this game could be a potential 1 or 2 point game when we come to think of it at the end. But looks like Brophy's going to go for the onside kick here. And that is not going to go 10 yards, and the illegal free kick out of bounds. And that's going to give Hamilton the football with really good starting field position. But it looked like Brophy was just trying to steal possession there and get the ball back and try to close this gap a little quicker. But 2 timeouts for Brophy, 1 left for Hamilton.
Yeah, we said it might be a little too late, but at the same time, crazier things have happened.
Absolutely. Couldn't agree more on that. We'll see how the rest of this game plays out. Still 6:40 left to be played. It's 25-6, Hamilton, the 17th ranked team in the country, ahead of the Brophy Broncos. Hamilton in the gun. And they'll just hand that off. Bounces it outside across 35, tries to cut it back inside, and tackled around the 32-yard line. That was a run by number 28. Jeremiah Jones on the run. In at quarterback now for Hamilton's number 16, Jack DeSanti, the junior, now in the game. DeSante is in the gun. Following the pickup of 6. DeSante is going to hand it off once again to Jones. He's going to pick up the first down a little more as he gets inside the 25-yard line. Oh, sorry, inside the 30, just short of the 25-yard line.
Jeremiah Jones, the ball carrier. Tackled by number 8, Ezra Benjamin, and number 3, Braxton Tate. Penalty flag on the field.
There is a flag on the field at the 30-yard line. It's going to be holding against Hamilton, so that will back him up. So that will negate the first down run.
It's going to replay second down here. Where does this mark them at?
It's 10 yards, so it'll be second and 14. Sorry, second and 12. Second and 12 from the spot of the foul. So it's going to be second and 12 here for the Huskies at the Bronco 40-yard line. Sorry, Broncos 40-yard line. Is DeSante in at quarterback now, replacing Jack Scully. 6:10 left to go in this one.
Jake DeSante, the 5'11 junior.
DeSante, play action, rolls out right, and it's going to be intercepted by Brophy. That was an interception by number 3, Braxton Tate, the 5'9 senior outside linebacker with the play, and the Broncos get the ball right back on the first pass play from DeSante.
Jake DeSante tried to scramble out to the right side, and Braxton Tate read that perfectly. The pass came behind the receiver, and he jumped in front and took that ball away.
Yeah, and just like that, the Broncos get the ball back, this time on their own 42-yard line.
Still with 6 minutes to go, 5:57 to be exact on the clock.
Yes, like we said, long way. We've seen crazier things have happened, and there you go. You get a takeaway. We'll see if what the Broncos can do with it after scoring a touchdown on their last possession. They still have 5:57 left to play in this one, down 19. Stewart in the gun. Stewart's going to drop back to pass. Lets it go, and it's going to be intercepted by the Huskies, and they turn it right back over. Intercepted by number 11, Roman Oliver, with the interception, and the 6th turnover of the night for the Broncos. And the Huskies get the ball right back one play later.
You don't want to lose control of the ball like that, especially with this late in the game. Just trying to build any sort of momentum going in the next week.
Well, it looked like that pass by Stewart was too much inside. When you're on the outside, you always want to throw the ball outside so where your receiver gets it or it goes out of bounds. Instead, he throws it too much inside. Defender jumps the route, and as a result, it's another interception thrown by Stewart tonight. And 1st and 10 for the Huskies at the 50.
This kind of seems like a lot of them there's not on the right page a couple of times, because we saw some of the interceptions where the pass was behind them.
And they'll hand it off to Jones, and he's going to be taken down for a loss of 1, maybe 2 on the play. So that Broncos defense once again getting another tackle for loss. They mark it down at the 49, so a loss of 1 on the play. 5.5 left to go here in the 4th quarter.
Along with number 44, John White.
So DeSanti in at quarterback, 0 for 1 in this game since coming in with an interception. Jeremiah Jones with 3 runs on the night since he's came in relief. DeSanti's going to hand it off to Jeremiah Jones. Finds a hole and will fall down at the 46-yard line, so he'll pick up a gain of 4, maybe 5. They're going to mark him. Yeah, they'll mark him down at the 46-yard line.
He is definitely not happy there with slipping on the ground like you see him.
So gain of 5. It's 3rd down and 6 here for the Huskies, and you're right, he was not happy. He thought he could have got a couple more yards. Instead, it's 2nd and 6 as a result. Sorry, 3rd and 6 as a result.
He punched the turf right away.
DeSanti is in the gun. High snap, hands it off once again, hits the hole, bounces it outside, but tackled just shy of the line to gain at the 41-yard line. So another pickup of 5. It's going to be 4th down and 1 here for the Huskies. Interesting to see what the Huskies might do here with a 19-point lead and 4:10 left to go here in the 4th quarter. Looks like they're going to keep the offense on the field. So DeSanti and the offense staying out there for the Huskies. They've had back-to-back 5-yard runs on the last 2 plays. Under 4 to go here in this one. 25-6 Hamilton leads over Brophy. They will hand it off, gets the 1st down and more inside the 35 down to the 31-yard line. That's good enough for a Husky 1st down. So they got a gain of 10 on the play, and it's another 1st down for the Huskies.
And I think that'll seal the deal.
The Huskies so far tonight on the ground have been very effective, and once again showing it right there, getting a 10-yard run, and there's a timeout on the field by the Brophy Broncos. We're going to take a quick commercial break here. 3:32 remaining. It's 1st and 10 for the Huskies at the Bronco 31 when we return.
APAC is your one-stop source for all your automotive and heavy-duty air conditioning parts, supplies, and equipment. They're family-owned and have been the Valley's go-to for all your auto AC needs since 1982. Whether it's for your everyday or vintage car, commercial, or off-road vehicle or equipment, APAC has you covered. Call APAC, AA-PAK, the AC experts at 602-254-1116 and ask for the Varsity Special to get 10% off your purchase.
And we're back here at the Varsity Sports Show here at Ray Lang Field at Central High School. Spencer Barton, Riley Garcia here on the call. 3:32 left to go. 1st and 10 for Hamilton at the Bronco 31-yard line, following a 4th and 1, a 10-yard run by the Huskies sets up 1st and 10. DeSanti is in the gun. Roebuck offset right. They'll hand it off tries to hit the hole inside the 30 and down around the 27-yard line.
So it could be a good gain of about 3-4 yards. You saw they had a fullback, a tight end or a fullback, as well as the running back lined up back behind with the quarterback there, creating an extra blocker back in front of.
Yeah, that was Roebuck on the ground. He picks up 4 and mark him down to 27. So 2nd and 6, 3 minutes left to go here in this one.
The line judge hasn't moved upfield either.
And that ball is on the ground. It was a high snap. DeSanti's going to roll out. He hands it to Jeremiah Jones. He's going to get inside the 25 and out of bounds, so able to save the play. They're going to mark him down, looks like at the 24, 23-yard line, so able to pick up 4 out of that. So it'll be 3rd down and 2. So a broken play looked like for sure it was going for negative yards. Turns out to be a positive gain of 4.
He's going to
and
get
3rd and short upcoming for the Huskies.
25 and out of bounds, so able to save.
But he was short going out of bounds when he tried to dive for it.
Yeah, but still a really good effort by Jeremiah Jones. A play that looked for sure like it was going backwards, ends up getting positive yards.
Yeah, he had the running back right there, just handed it off to him.
So now 3rd down, and they're going to mark it as 3 as they mark it short. DeSanti will hand it to Jones. He'll try to bounce it outside. He will. Cuts it back up inside, and he'll be marked down inside the 20 at the 15-yard line. So picks up 9, and it's a 1st down for the Huskies inside the last 2 minutes to go here in this one. 25-6, the Huskies, 17th ranked nationally, number 2 in the 6A division in this top 5 showdown to start off the season, with Brophy Broncos ranked number 5 in the 6A division according to Max Preps. It's been a really good top 5 showdown, but so far, Riley, I think we can agree the turnovers really were the big story in this one.
They definitely were, because as we said, if you take away the turnovers, which you can't, it's a whole lot closer, especially since a lot of those points were scored off of turnovers.
As Hamilton's in victory formation, they're going to take a couple kneels to end this one here, and the Huskies are going to start the season 1-0. They went undefeated last year. They won their 1st round match from the postseason, lost to Chandler in the semis. And it looks like they're going to start out this season once again 1-0. For the Broncos, they'll just drop to 0-1 to start the season. Still a long way to go in this one, but what a great game to start off the 2026 season in this top 5 showdown in the 6A division. Here from Ray Lang Field at Central High School, the Brophy Broncos and the Hamilton Huskies. Once again in victory formation. DeSanti under center. Just take another knee right here. And that's going to end it here. Your final score, the 17th ranked Hamilton Huskies 25, the Brophy Broncos 6. That's going to do it here from Ray Lang Field at Central High School. I'm Spencer Barton alongside Riley Garcia. We want to thank you for watching the Varsity Sports Show production of Varsity Football. We want to thank you for watching, and we'll see you next time.